hello. Oh, fuck. No, no. Okay, there, I gotta clear that off screen. Anyways, Jerry may join us later, but, hello, Danger Noddles. And thank you again, Puka. I meant to put you next to thank. But yeah, thank you again for the stuff. I appreciate it.
Um, what were you about? Like, what was that outburst when we switched over?
What?
Oh, never mind.
My mind went blank. Oh my god. Anyways, um, the first I believe her name is, yeah. All right. The first SP of the night is Cassie,
Yay.
aka item SCP-085. Object class safe. Special containment procedures revised on redacted. Thanks. Thanks, bud. 085 is to be contained in a single chalk white bond drawing pad in a secure containment facility. Certified contact with 085 is unrestricted to all personnel with level 2 access. All personnel coming into contact with 085 are subject to searches and random psych analysis upon entering or leaving a containment area. Absolutely no paper or canvas media are allowed to exit 085's containment room. Any paper trash must be disposed of or by incineration after careful inspection. Paper and art supplies are to be brought in only by authorized personnel. In case of fire, flames is smothered using a rapid atmospheric replacement and CO2 dumping system. Personnel are advised to quickly secure an oxygen mask and tank from the wall at the first sign of smoke or fire to prevent asphyxiation, as this procedure cannot be halted until all fires are suppressed. Description: 085 is a result of an experiment conducted between 067 and 914. Alright, I know 914 is the clockwork machine. I don't know 067. Alright, SCP-067 front pen made by a German supply company called Pelican at some point between World War I and World War II. Okay. Uh, it is pale green in color, like, goes straight down along the side, shells oak. Alright. Though it apparently lacks a reservoir, the nib never appears to run out of fresh ink. Okay, so it's in addition to pen where it's in iron gall ink, which is suitable for artists, but would normally corrode typical fountain pens quickly. Research has surmised that any subject holding 067 loses all autonomy of the hand and arm that grasps it. Oh my god!
Oh,
Jesus! Full sensation is intact, but the arm below the elbow is controlled by unknown forces, theoretically centralized within 067. One effect is that the controlled hand will start to use the pen to write a detailed biography of the individual holding the pen. The biography will
oh,
wow.
okay.
Biography will include such information as person's name, age, date of birth, criminal record, fears, etc. Other times, the pen has been known to write such things as an occurrence that happened in a person's lifetime. For example, test subject 1204M held 067 began to write a detailed report of a motor vehicle accident he had been in the year before. Oh. So this SCP could probably be used by the Foundation against their enemies. Like if they captured them, they could just force them to write about themselves.
I mean, maybe, but also you didn't read further.
All right.
There was there was a bit there that said,
Oh yeah. Later, the
"Oh
subject
my
admitted
lord."
that many details penned in the account were not readily available at him at the present time, i.e., the subject had forgotten many elements present in written work, including his previous car license plate number and other vehicle's color, and so on. The subject stated that his memory of the event was so fresh in his mind during the transcription that he could taste the blood in his mouth.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I have good news and bad news on my end. What's up, random?
Yeah, what's up?
Anyway, go. You can
Yeah,
go back.
yeah. Okay, so we got good information on those two. Like, I already know 914 by heart. I mean, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
most
clock.
SCP people know it.
What? Like, give me a quick refresher.
Basically, the clockwork machine is where you put one item on one side, like the input, and then you change it either to rough to very fine, and it'll produce an object on the outdoor.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and rough usually tears it apart to very fine and uh, greatly improves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend got into tarot cards and gave me really good news. It was accurate. Bad news. It was accurate.
Well, that's unfortunate, and also lovely. Love, fortunate. I don't know.
Oh, I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, that sucks. Anyways, tests using 067 test subject 1101F. Okay, this is definitely an old SCP that's not been updated much because it's not D class, it's test subject.
Oh yeah.
Drew a single female figure about 15 centimeters 6 inch in height and 3.8 centimeters 1.5 inches wide in a summer dress with long hair pulled back in a ponytail with the name Cassandra written underneath. Dr. Expunged proposed using 914 on various settings on images created by 067. Using the fine setting, the Cassandra sketch was transmuted into her present form, a sentient black and white animated young woman drawn in clean strokes. Further attempts to duplicate this result have been unsuccessful.
Oh, that's a big suck. Sorry to hear about that, Random.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that sucks. Damn. Hope it gets fixed soon. 085 prefers to be called Cassie. She is completely sentient and, as of redacted, aware of her 2D form and her limitations in a three-dimensional world. Although her voice is inaudible, she has learned to communicate with the SP Foundation personnel through sign language and writing. 085 may be communicated with by writing text on paper she exists on. Personnel report that she is amicable and motivated, albeit lonely.
It's fair, Rando.
Yeah. Oh, damn. That's fair. 085 can interact with any drawn object on the same page as if it were real. For example, she is able to wear drawn clothing, drive sketched cars, and drink painted beverages. Except for animals and people, any drawn object becomes animated when in contact with 085, but immediately ceases and holds position once out of contact. Artwork initially depicted as in motion using oceans such as ocean waves and swayed trees animate to an equilibrium state and stay at rest until acted upon by 085. That's also very random. 085 has also demonstrated the ability to transfer from one sheet or image to another as long as the two are flush. In the event 085 enters a picture that does not support drawn objects, such as a repeating pattern. Picture is converted to a background image. 085 perceives the picture as an endless plane of the image drawn upon it. At the present time, 085 can only exist upon paper or canvas surfaces. 085 cannot transfer onto photos, cardboard, glass, or parchment. When entering other pieces of art, 085 takes on an artistic style of her new environment, whether it be a comic book, an oil painting, watercolor, or charcoal sketching. Note, in comic form, her voice is visible as thought and voice bubbles around her head in typical comic fashion. As she moves between panels, the perspective of her relative size are altered appropriately. Document 085-1, Introduction to Several Prints, authored by M.C. Escher. Researcher. Cassandra, this is known as ascending and descending. What do you think? At this point, 085 walks a few times around the staircase. It's pretty, I guess. Would make a nice exercise track. You see nothing inconsistent with the staircase. No, as far as I can tell, it just loops around down and up all the time. Why don't more staircases do that? It's pretty neat. After this session, 085 requested several impossible objects in her own environment. These requests are pending O5 review.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I got a message. I think I got a message from. Nope, not a message from Jerry. Just a notification. Never mind.
Rip.
Damn. I mean, if it exists, I'm sure it would
Cool.
be really cool. Yeah, but I don't think it
Fair,
can.
yeah.
I don't think that kind of staircase can exist in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Document 085-2, Incident 085A. Prior to redacted, 085 was unaware of its status as a two-dimensional object in a three-dimensional world. Prior security protocols require that 085 be kept unaware of its true nature in order to prevent psychological distress. Discrepancies with the perceived real world were presented as dreams or nightmares, and an effort was made to present 085 with a scenario in which it was the last surviving human in a post-apocalyptic world, searching for survivors. Wow.
Such a lovely way to treat the little being you brought into existence.
This is also definitely way before the ethics committee was a thing.
Ah,
I don't think they would approve that. The deception was quickly broken following an incident where an SCP Foundation researcher accidentally brought a hard copy of 085 Special Containment Procedures report into the containment facility and allowed it to contact the artifact's current location. 085 transferred onto the document before the researcher could remove it, and was immediately made aware of its true nature. Aww.
alright. Well, real talk, that is an absurd level of negligence. How
Yeah.
how do you how do you fuck up that bad?
Right.
You've got one job. Don't place items next to her that she'll be able to, or don't place certain items next to her so that she can interact with them. What do you do? The opposite. Good job, buddy.
Alright. Because of the containment breach, several researchers advocated immediate destruction of the artifact. The decision was appealed by the O5 Council, which, in a redacted decision, advocated for 085's continued existence. Wait, so the researchers just wanted to kill it after it was made aware?
So I can't remember. Am I still called that in the server?
Called what?
Am I am I
All
am I
researchers are
still called?
bastards, yes.
Okay, okay, that's good. I'm still called that. That's appropriate.
But it looks like most of O5 said no. Well, early SCPs really didn't give a fuck. Since the revelation of her true nature, observers have noted that 085 has begun to show signs of clinical depression. Aww.
Mm,
Psychotherapy has been proposed, but the nature of the artifact's state of existence may make it difficult. Some success has been had by providing 085 tangible means to distract herself from her condition. In addition to the aforementioned optical illusions, 085 expressed particular interest in a set of technical drawings for a 1964 Ford Mustang convertible. Transferring the
Uh,
parts. Ew. Transferring the parts one by one to a more naturalistic artwork, then assembling the vehicle by hand over a period of a year. Gasoline being provided through a Norman Rockwell print of a gas station attendant. Requests for further diversions of this nature are pending O5 level review and approval.
But the other thing that kind of shows how this is an older article is that the O5 are like personally handling
Yeah.
everything to do with this safe class object.
Yeah, level 4 didn't exist.
Those just researchers and the fucking
Level 5.
pseudo omnipotent bastards. That's it.
Yeah. Alright. So we got Fritz Willie and UB Shines, who created the art. UB Shines created art. Fritz Willie created the article.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I actually got to see something right here too. Um, Fritz Willie also created 067.
Oh,
Huh.
cool.
I wonder. I swear, if they created 914, it would be pretty funny if it loads exactly. Because now it's
Ba,
just a
ba,
white
ba,
screen.
ba, ba, ba,
Hey, most powerful
ba,
paper in the world.
ba.
What should we do with a sentient drawing? Dr. Gears is 914, I believe. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so Dr. Gears. Okay, so now we know if
Yeah.
these two are mentioned in the video, which they should be, that they do need to include, their licenses because they're
Well,
well, oh
granted, I would
yeah,
say that's only the case if they
right.
like
Go
actually
into more
start to go
detail.
in depth.
Yeah, if they go in more detail and they don't,
Yeah, we've given them a pass in the
yeah,
past when they like just where there's basically just a cameo
yeah,
that they don't expound upon.
yeah. Though if they start giving a description on them, then yeah, no, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
All right, all right, 085. Oh, for fuck's sake!
What?
You'll see in a second.
I'm guessing the thumbnail was
Your silence.
I all right. The thumbnail's a 4 and I'm already counting that as one mark on offensiveness. The fucking they depict a a lady who has been described as having clinical depression as some kind of fucking like deranged maniac.
Also, this is also an actor another way. She's only in black and white.
Yeah, I just uh
Wait, that does make me wonder because she's only black and white because she's on this. She's a drawing right here. Does she change if she goes in a comic book? Like, does she get color?
I would imagine that'd be the case. Or maybe she's just always black and white.
Yeah, it doesn't
My
exactly
my
say.
my first assumption would be that she would get color alongside the medium.
Right. All right. Ready to see the video?
Uh
Let's see.
no, of course I'm not.
Okay, so they didn't include the author at all.
So that's standard, so that'd be a 1 in that
Yep.
category.
They're already starting off great, aren't they? Hatchet.
Starting off about as well as they normally do.
All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Foundation agent Brian Miller sat at his desk holding his head in his hands.
The,
It had been a particularly rough day for him. One of the SCPs he had been interviewing had overpowered him and broken out of its containment unit. It was the first time he
Dude,
had
what the Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
go back.
He's just
There's
what
a
the
there's missing animation here.
just what? I SCP had overpowered him and broken out of containment. And they show like some kind of ravenous monster that for some reason he came out of this encounter uh alive.
Yeah. And also, the only thing we see of the monster is an arm and a tail.
Yeah, like go back a bit. Let's see this monster again.
overpowered him and broken out of its containment unit. It was the first time he
Oh,
had
there's hands. There's hands. The saw blade.
Uh,
Hold on. Yeah, see, you can see the
okay.
you can see the hands. Oh wait, you can see more of the
Yeah.
body. There's the head, but the arms up here. I'm so
What the
confused. What is
I
this?
take that to be a tail. A
I
really weird tail.
I can't even tell what this is supposed to be.
It's it's an amorphous shadowy blob that's apparently powerful enough to overpower this guy, but not powerful enough to actually kill him.
Oh yeah, we can actually click added unneeded plot because this makes no sense to the SCP at hand.
You know what? That's fair, yeah.
Where did this come from?
Their ass.
It only took 12 seconds, Hatchet. This is already gonna go a great start.
Did you expect better?
No. 2, 1.
unit. It was the first time he had ever been involved in a security breach. The SCP was a particularly violent subject and had managed to create havoc at the Foundation. Unfortunately, 4 personnel had lost their lives during the breach. It had taken around 20 heavily armed Foundation personnel to capture and contain the SCP. Agent
Oh, hold on. I can show you random person what the thumbnail is. There
Yeah,
it
it
is.
wasn't her actually killing someone, but it's still stupid.
Yep.
And all of this is also with the intro being some random fucker being overpowered by some incredibly dangerous SCP, but somehow being completely fine. I just,
Random person. Dot dot dot. Why?
yeah.
Let's restart. Let's start in 3, 2, 1.
Miller had been summoned by the head of the Foundation himself to give him an account of the incident. This must never happen again, Miller, or we will have to review your future with the Foundation. Yes, sir, of course. It won't happen again. Now, I want a full report on my desk before you leave tonight. Agent Miller went back to his office. He didn't mind admitting the incident today had shaken him badly. At one point, he had thought the SCP was going
Yeah,
to kill him.
wait a minute. Hold on, I gotta
Yeah,
hear.
wait, did they say the head of the Foundation? I zoned out.
Yeah, because technically there is sometimes the administrator, but majority of the time is the 05.
Well, if there's like an administrator, wouldn't it be like for a specific site?
No, it. I hate to bring it up, but in Orbital Cycle, the administrator, as he calls himself, recreates
Oh,
the
right.
05. So yeah, he's technically above them. It's weird. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. It depends on SCP to SCP.
Okay.
Alright, and
Well,
3.
let's hear what they're saying.
Foundation himself to give him an account of the incident. This must never happen again, Miller,
Oh wait,
or we
I
will
can
have to
go back
review
some.
your
Yeah,
Foundation
the
personnel to
head
capture
of the
and contain the
Foundation
SCP.
itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Agent Miller had been summoned by the head of the Foundation himself to give
Yep, nope.
Okay, yeah, sure.
They just don't want to say the 05. That's like, it's so much shorter than the head of the Foundation itself. The 05. Like, it's not
But if
hard.
they said the '05 now, then they'd have to backtrack on their commitment to the bit of needless inaccuracy on all at all times.
Like, I like how we're getting something that has nothing to do with 085.
Yeah, let's see how they link this into the lady.
Give him an account of the incident. This must never
Also,
happen
I
again,
believe
Miller, or
Ancient
we will have
Miller's
to
a
review
real
your future with the
character.
Foundation. Yes, sir, of course. It won't happen again. Now, I want a full report on my desk before you leave tonight. Agent Miller went back to his office. He didn't mind admitting the incident today had shaken him badly. At one point, he had thought the SCP was going to kill him. He switched on his computer and began to type up the report. As he recalled the events of the day, his heart began pounding, and beads of sweat appeared on his forehead. It took him almost 3 hours to complete the incident report, and when it was done, he was exhausted. The whole day had completely drained him. I just need to get out of here and have a good night's sleep. I'm sure I'll feel a lot better in the morning. Agent Miller switched off the computer and opened his desk drawer. It was a piece of paper, one of the results of the experiment between 2 SCPs that had been conducted that morning. The result had been disappointing.
Oh, are
All
you
that came out of it was
fucking?
a sketch of a young
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. That's how the SCP Foundation operates. Do a test with one of the most well-known SCPs that has like round the clock folks that would be involved in the test. Okay. They do that test, and then somehow this guy, everyone in the room, including this guy, is negligent enough to have the fucking sapient drawing just casually thrown into one of his drawers.
So, I have an update. I want to save the picture and go onto, put it on OBS because, I found Agent Miller, or drawings of them, and, he's not white.
Oh,
Hold
I
on.
see.
Let me do it so chat can see it. Alright,
Wait, this is an SCP, not Agent Miller.
all depictions of Agent Miller pretty much look like that. I looked at Google. I just. It says Reiner Miller. That basically all of them are. He's either in like a yellow contamination suit or is drawn as that. That's basically all I'm saying for Agent Miller.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Fate
Hold on.
doesn't points.
There you go, chat. Now you can see it.
If we want to be charitable,
Yeah.
which I don't think we probably shouldn't be charitable, we could just say that this was intended to be his own OC,
Yeah.
because like Miller is an extremely common last name.
I think he said Rainer Miller at the beginning.
Did he say Rainer Miller?
Hold on, I can see. Okay, we're at 137 right now. Let me see.
Foundation agent Brian Miller sat at his
Oh
desk.
my
Brian? No, it's Brian. Brian.
Brian Miller. Okay, so it is their own character.
Foundation agent Brian Miller sat at his desk holding his head in his hands.
Okay. So they did create their own, but they almost pretty much used one that's already existed. Okay.
Oh wait, yeah. Okay, now I get it. I guess isn't that a different SCP we covered? Yeah, that's why this was feeling really familiar,
Oh?
because that one guy who makes portals and can take stuff out of it that we talked about. That's Miller,
Oh. Right.
the friendly neighborhood Keter. We've talked about him lately.
Yeah. So they're just
So
connecting two videos together that shouldn't be connected.
yeah.
Of course.
So there's no racism, just
Yeah.
well, actually, let me rephrase that. There's no racism yet. Uh,
Yeah.
there's just a headache. I have a headache.
Yeah, I knew the fucking Agent Miller sounded fucking familiar. He's in a couple SCPs. Yeah. Sorry. It's a 3, 2, 1.
Sketch of a young woman about 15 centimeters high. She had long hair worn in a ponytail, and she was wearing a summer dress. Underneath was written the word Cassandra. He put the piece of paper down on his desk. He decided he would deal with it in the morning. All he wanted to do now was to go
So that's a poor imitation of the actual one right here, as you can see.
Well, yeah. Do you expect them to try to draw it better?
No, I'm just glad they didn't use the original one because they did include the the artist who drew it.
Yeah. They just made their fucking shitty
Yeah.
knockoff.
So basically, at a minute 30, we actually could talk about the SCP.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
go home to his family. He glanced at the photo of his wife and children, which was sitting on his desk. They were the only thing that kept him sane. Suddenly, his eyes flickered back to the drawing. He felt sure the woman had moved. The stress of today must have really affected me. Now I'm starting to imagine things. Agent Miller picked up his briefcase and walked towards the door. But just before he left the room, he took one final glance at the sketch. The woman waved at him. Welcome back to SCP Exposed. Today we bring you safe class subject SCP-085.
Yeah, sure.
But before I go on, don't forget
Yeah,
to subscribe to our
okay.
channel to make sure you don't miss out on any
That's-
SCP stories. SCP-085
Yeah, okay.
It's just, yeah, that's definitely how she would wave.
Yeah.
You know, just sit there staring off into oblivion rather than actually facing him.
Yeah. Perfect. Yay. Yeah, I think Jerry's not going to join us tonight.
is the result of an experiment conducted between SCP-067, the fountain pen, and SCP-914, a clockwork design. Using SCP-067, test subject 1101F drew a single female figure, about 15 centimeters in height, and
Okay, can I just say something right now?
Nah.
Hold on, let me go back a bit. So I can see it better. Hold on. Oh my gosh, how far do I have to go? That's actually not a bad drawing of 914.
Well, good for them.
They actually drew
Or
one.
the pen.
Yeah, they actually drew one an SCP that wasn't botched.
So I remember the pen was
Yeah. Hold on.
greenish.
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Well, your main thing is like it's pale green in color.
Yeah, pale green in color. Yep.
Good for it. Good drawing.
Yeah. 3, 2.
We're not going to we should not get used to it.
Yeah. In 3, 2, 1.
or a clockwork design. Using SCP-067, test subject 1101F drew a single female figure, about 15 centimeters in height and 3.8 centimeters wide. She is wearing a summer dress and her long hair is pulled back into a ponytail. The name Cassandra is written underneath. A Foundation doctor proposed using SCP-914 on various settings on images created by SCP-067. Using the fine setting, the Cassandra sketch was transmuted into her present form. A sentient, black and white animated young woman
Okay.
drawn.
They missed one. There's a 1-to-1 setting in the middle between coarse and fine. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
in clean strokes. Further attempts to duplicate this result have been unsuccessful. SCP-085 is to be contained in a single chalk white bond drawing pad in a secure containment facility.
That's
Supervised
certainly a
contact
drawing
with it
pad.
is unrestricted to all personnel with level 2 access. All personnel coming into contact with it are subject to searches and random psych analysis upon entering or leaving the containment.
Metal detectors doing the psychic analysis.
Why do I subject myself to these strains?
Wait, I also realized metal detectors aren't connected to anything. There's no like on top of it making it move.
They're just there. Good for them.
3, 2, 1.
Containment area. Absolutely no paper or canvas media are allowed to exit SCP-085's containment room. Any paper trash must be disposed of by incineration after careful inspection. Paper and art supplies are to be brought in only by authorized personnel. In case of fire, flames are smothered using a rapid atmospheric replacement and CO2 dumping system. Personnel are advised to quickly secure an oxygen mask and tank from the wall at the first sign of smoke or fire to prevent asphyxiation, as this procedure cannot be halted until all fires are suppressed. SCP-085 prefers to be called Cassie. She is completely sentient, and as of March 5th, 2018, is aware of her 2D form and her limitations in a
Why does she
three-dimensional world.
look pissed?
She's having a fucking angry toddler fit right now. Don't mind her.
Although her voice is inaudible, she has learned to communicate with SCP Foundation personnel through sign language and writing. She may be communicated with by writing text on the paper she exists on. Personnel report that she is amicable and motivated, albeit lonely. She can interact with any drawn object on the same page as if it were real. For example, she's able to wear drawn clothing, drive sketched cars, and drink painted beverages.
Wait,
Did
hold
they
on.
just I think we both saw that. She just yes, she put on this botched fucking samurai armor.
Yeah, it's totally a dress. Because in our article, it just says dresses. She's the ghost of Yote.
Yeah, game reference.
I don't even know what game that's from.
It's like a very big new release lately.
I still don't know. Ghost of Tsushima sequel. Oh. Interesting. Maybe I'll check it out later. Anyways. PlayStation game mostly. That's probably why I play. I usually play Xbox, Nintendo, and PC.
I
Anyways.
think you said Xbox.
Xbox.
I love playing my Xbox.
Exclusive but focused on PlayStation. Yeah. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
Drawn clothing, drive sketched cars, and drink painted beverages. Except for animals and people, any drawn object becomes
What did they do to my Snoopy?
Even Cassie's confused.
What did they do to my boy? He used to be full of so much life. But now he's just... It's all gone.
Yeah, Bloodborne PC wins Sony. I will play that game eventually. But I got
They
other
gave
things to do.
PTSD.
Yeah.
They sent Snoopy off to fight Nom. Things didn't go well for him.
Wasn't he? Wasn't there like cartoons of him driving a plane that was shooting other planes?
I mean, yeah.
He's been on wars.
animated when in contact with SCP-085, but immediately ceases and holds position once out of contact. Artwork initially depicted as in motion, such as ocean, waves, and swaying trees, animates to an equilibrium state.
There's no fights caught up to him. I just realized one there. Oh my god.
And stay at rest until acted upon by SCPs.
Oh yeah, swaying trees is when the fucking trunk moves. The entire trunk moves. It's not rooted in the ground.
I guess, to be fair, there's no ground drawn, so they're kind of just floating there anyway.
That's why we're shooting other planes. Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
085. SCP-085 has also demonstrated the ability to transfer from one sheet or image to another, as long as the two are flush. In the event she enters a picture that does not support drawn objects, such as a repeating pattern, the picture is converted to a background image. SCP-085 perceives the pictures as an endless plane of the image drawn upon it. At the present time, SCP-085 can only exist upon paper or canvas surfaces. She cannot transfer onto photos, cardboard, glass, or parchment. When entering other pieces of art, she takes on the artistic style of her new environment, whether it be a comic book, an oil painting, watercolor, or charcoal sketching. In comic form, her voice...
Wait. Hold on. It was quick. Oh my god.
What?
Okay, it just looks similar. Never mind. It's just that they did the ink thing like over on 085 real quickly. Never mind. I just wanted to check. Three, two.
Yeah.
Or charcoal sketching. In comic form, her voice is visible as thought and voice bubbles around her head in typical comic fashion. And as she moves between panels, the perspective and her relative size are all.
What is the sun sniffing the ground?
This. I don't know. This looks like some background from Adventure Time.
Yeah. Oh my god. Dude, what?
Altered appropriately. A research introduced several prints authored by M.C. Esther to SCP-085. The following is a transcript of this. Cassandra, this is known as ascending and descending. What do you think? Asked the researcher. At this point, SCP-085 walks a few times around the staircase. It's pretty, I guess. Would make a neat exercise track, she replied. You see nothing inconsistent with the staircase? No, not as far as I can tell. It just loops around, down, up all the time. Why don't more staircases do that? It's pretty neat. After this session, SCP-085 requested several impossible objects in her own environment. These requests are pending O5 review. Document 085-2 is a report of an incident involving SCP-085. Prior to the incident, SCP-085 was unaware of its status as a two-dimensional object in a three-dimensional world. Prior security protocols required that it be kept unaware of its true nature in order to prevent psychological distress. Discrepancies with the perceived real world were presented as dreams or nightmares, and an effort was made to present it with a scenario in which it was the last surviving human in a post-apocalyptic world, searching for survivors. The deception was quickly broken following an incident where an SCP Foundation researcher accidentally brought a hard copy of SCP-085's Special Containment Procedures report into the containment facility and allowed it to contact the artifact's current location. SCP-085 transferred onto the document before the researcher could remove it and was immediately made aware of its true nature. Because of the containment breach, several researchers advocated immediate destruction of the artifact. The decision was appealed to the O5 Council, which, in an overall majority decision, advocated for SCP-085.
They finally said O5 Council only because it was written down in the article.
Yeah. They're scared to say it in their own fucking fanfics.
Oh my god. They're afraid the O5 Council will catch up to them and make them D-class. 3, 2, 1.
085's continued existence. Since the revelation of her true nature, observers have noted that SCP-085 has begun to show signs of clinical depression. Psychotherapy has been proposed, but the nature of the artifact's state of existence may make it difficult.
What the
Some success has been had.
What the fuck is that image?
Hold on, let me go back.
He's just moving himself up and down while staring at at her as a picture, sitting on the seat, like awkwardly placed.
Oh wait, I just realized one of the SCPs we're gonna have to do tonight.
No.
It's Lord Blackwood.
Lord Black.
You know, the slug who believes he's a British explorer. Oh, basically, I forgot what type of slug, but it's a slug that believes he is Lord Theodore Blackwood, and let's just say he is racist, to say the least. Trust me, because I had to censor myself a couple of times in stories I read about him.
And it was overt enough that she actually recognized that she needed to censor them.
Ignoring the racism, I like him. I mean, racism sucks, but it makes sense for his time that he was exploring.
He's a fun character.
Yeah.
But he's also exactly what Indiana Jones would have been if he was the guy that Indiana Jones inspired.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Early anthropologists were, to be charitable, flaming dog shit.
Yeah.
Most of the time, at least. They're like I can remember that there's like a small number that weren't just going around trying to figure out ways to justify their racism.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, those names aren't the ones that you're going to see in history books because the other ones influenced
Yeah.
you know.
Yep. Let's go back to the SCP ahead, and hopefully we won't have to see any of
The
that
book
in the
that was
video.
either a 14 or 16-year-old.
Damn.
Well, that's trivia that I just read.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the SCP at hand.
Existence may make it difficult. Some success has been had by providing SCP-085 tangible means to distract herself from her condition. In addition to
War
the
and
aforementioned optical
peace.
illusions,
I-
she expressed particular interest.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Listen. If your goal is to help a clinically depressed person have some joy, I feel like War and Peace would be the last thing I recommend rather than the first.
Yeah, that book was actually banned in my school. I have no idea what it's about. They weren't allowed to talk
I-
about it.
Let me see. What was all I know about is it covers extremely heavy topics. If I'm correct.
That would make sense why it was banned in my school.
Leo Tolstoy. War and Peace is a literary work by Russian author Leo Tolstoy. Set during the Napoleonic Wars, the work comprises both a fictional narrative and chapters in which Tolstoy discusses history and philosophy.
Ah. I think the existential crisis of already that book in full. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1. I
In a set of
playing,
technical
thank you.
drawings for a 1964 Ford Mustang convertible.
That is not Ford. Hold on. That is not a Ford Mustang convertible.
They couldn't have just grabbed a picture and fucking traced it. No one would have blamed them.
In fact, that's actually what I did for my Eldritch design, which will be coming next year. Because the art I was going to use that was perfect, I've already talked about it. I found out later after testing it was AI, and I'm not going to send an artist AI art or use it. I deleted it after I traced the parts I wanted. I fucking hate Google for giving me that instead of what I wanted.
Yay.
If I can do it, who's not that great of an artist, you can do, you fuckers can do it.
It's too round. That's the
Yeah.
least of the issues I'm seeing.
In 3, 2, 1.
Ford Mustang convertible. Transferring the parts one by one to a more
They traced the tires and the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, I do not buy that they free-handed those. But they're not going to fucking trace the car itself. Good for them.
Oh my god.
naturalistic artwork, then assembling the vehicle by hand over the period of a year.
But at
Gasoline was
least
provided
Cassie
through
made
a
it
Norman
look a bit
Rockwell print
better.
of a gas station attendant. Requests for further diversions of this nature are pending O5 level review and approval. Some Foundation personnel have theorized that perhaps SCP-085 is the ghost of a woman trying to communicate with the living
What?
world, or part of a parallel world
What?
where moving sketch drawings is the norm.
What?
However, none of these theories have been proven. It is therefore evident that SCP-085 is just the freak result of the experiment between 067 and 914. What do you think of
Hilariously bad, then offensively bad. That's true. But also, like, what the
fuck?
like? Okay, they just started throwing in random pet theories they saw on Reddit at the end.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
Reddit
Yeah.
or their ass. Whichever came first.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you noticed, but the 9,000 got chosen.
I don't pay attention to these things, so cool.
Yeah, it's called the Trench, and from pictures, it looks like it's talking about a prison.
Oh, that's just great. I love prisons.
And another SCP that did get put on the wiki is SCP 9009, aka white people.
Sag.
They didn't win 9,000, but it's still there, which is awesome. I'm gonna
This
read the
come out in
Trench. I'm gonna read the Trench later.
fair.
It actually sounds really good. Alright, so alright. Removal of character slash license. Well, at least they didn't do like the other SCPs where they did give brief descriptions of the other two.
Yeah, so I think it's just one for not
Yeah.
including the name of the author in the description.
For once.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright. Alter slash added gore or violence. 0?
I'm gonna put that at a 1 for that fucking
Oh yeah.
thumbnail.
Oh yeah, the one. That when Marvel was for stuff was popping. Oh sweet.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, and deviates from the plot of the article. It did at the beginning.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a 1.
Okay,
It doesn't deserve to get this good of a rating.
yeah, I will say at least they didn't jump around like the last one.
That's fair,
Because
yeah.
that pisses me off. Yeah, only men into video slash offensiveness.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait, did we see any folks of color?
There was a slightly tanner character that was angry at the person who left the article.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Uh, in which case, just 1 for their depicting her that way in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I was about to say, did they show any women? And then I remember what we're dealing with. Did they show Cassie?
Yes. 60%.
Unfortunately.
I still find it funny we put the 8 here.
Yeah.
Alright. Wait, what? Oh. Wait. Hold on. I may have forgotten to add an SCP. Whoops.
Oh?
Insert one column to the right. Wait. Wait. No! It deleted! It deleted! Oh, wait, no, it didn't. I thought it deleted, but it didn't. Insert it to the left. Shut up. 2590. So yeah. Alright. The next SCP is one I haven't actually heard of, but its nickname does not make me think they did it well. It's it's called Trailer
Oh.
Trash.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. And it's a keter.
Also,
Hmm?
I think I should warn you.
Yeah.
There is I don't know if I can do much more than like I feel like I could probably suffer through this next SCP, but my head's getting really bad.
Gotcha. So I guess we'll just do 2 tonight.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's fine. Unless Jerry says something, but I don't think they are. I think they're still sick, which is fine.
Yeah. Everyone's getting sick. Yeah, I don't know why. Everyone's sick.
I'm technically still sick with respiratory virus, and I'm the one reading. Sorry.
Good for It's coughing.
Any questions?
Like respiratory virus. Motherfucker, I'm pretty sure most of us just call that a cold.
Yes.
If it's just like generic respiratory virus that's generally just referred to as a fucking cold.
I go with the scientific depiction. Anyways, I
Just start reading.
yeah, I'm kind of interested because this is one we I have never heard of. All right, so trailer trash, aka item SCP-2590, object class Keter. Special containment procedures. Containment of 2590 itself is not currently possible. 2590 has remained within the city limits of Birmingham, Alabama, since it has been under Foundation surveillance. 2590 is fitted with a tracking beacon pinging its location to specialized handheld devices, which are provided to all operatives of MTF Gamma 133 Street Sweepers. Public knowledge of 2590's existence is to be contained by confiscation of video footage and photographs and administration of Class A amnestics to eyewitnesses. 2 plaincloth members of Mobile Task Force Gamma 133 Street Sweepers are to trail 2590 in a Foundation-provided civilian vehicle at all times, exchanging shifts with another pair of operators every 4 hours. Vehicles are to be equipped with dashboard video cameras, which are to be recording at all times. In the event 2590 pulls over to the side of the road or in a parking lot, the pursuing operatives are to park directly behind 2590 with a full view of the trailer door and notify the active situation room commander of MTF Gamma 133 Street Sweepers immediately. The operative occupying the passenger side of the vehicle is to take written notes of his/her observations. Under no circumstances are personnel to approach -1. Description: 2590 is a semi.
Slight.
Huh?
I was just gonna say slight pet peeve here. Just say their observations, not he/her observations. It's so much simpler. Anyway, pet peeve aside.
Yeah. Alright. Description: 2590 is a semi-trailer truck of an international Pro Star day cab make, with an attached trailer. It lacks a license plate on either the front or rear bumper. The model's manufacturer, Navistar International, claims to have no knowledge of ever producing a vehicle like 2590. Observation of the driver's cabin shows a humanoid figure in the driver's seat, designated -1. -1's appearance is that of a shadow. Huh?
You're cutting in and out a lot for me.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. Alright, hold on. The model's manufacturer, Navistar International, claims to have no knowledge of ever producing a vehicle like 2590. Observation of the driver's cabin shows a humanoid figure in the driver's seat, designated -1. -1's appearance is that of a shadow or silhouette, lacking any identifying physical features. What am I showing? Yeah, I am. Okay. Yeah. -1's significance to the function of 2590 is currently unknown. However, it has been proven to have an amnestic-like effect on humans approaching it on foot. Because of this, Foundation personnel have been unable to question it. 2590 selectively interacts with tangible objects, allowing it to pass through physical matter. For this reason, the Foundation has been unable to physically contain it. It was discovered when 2590 passed through a Foundation roadblock unhindered, and it has also on occasion avoided collisions this way. 2590 has not refueled since it came under Foundation monitoring, nor has it broken any traffic laws.
So it's just an untouchable truck that's like just going about wherever it pleases completely legally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. It could definitely be way worse things as a keter.
Yeah. At times determined by unknown variables, 2590 will park at the side of the road or in a parking lot, and the trailer door will open of its own accord for exactly 60 seconds before closing again. The shortest observed time between instances was 6 days, 4 minutes, 24 seconds, while the longest was 10 months, 8 days, 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 45 seconds. During the time the door is open, the trailer will be occupied by a single object. The object within the trailer is different each time. The door closes and opens again. Each instance is unique, and no object has ever been observed twice. Attempts at entry or exit from 2590 while the trailer is open have been met with failure due to an invisible barrier. The barrier also seems to stop sound from escaping. Jesus!
Okay.
Alright, presented in chronological order are objects observed inside 2590 since it came under Foundation surveillance on March 25th, 2007. First one was a chocolate candy bar Kit Kat Chunky brand. So just one tiny Kit Kat candy bar. Because it only does one singular object. And this
What?
giant truck.
I. Okay.
The next one is a small cardboard box labeled Gems Collectibles. Sick. With a black marker.
Okay.
A blank
I.
Polaroid photograph.
Uh, well, okay.
VHS tape unlabeled.
It's a very important candy bar. When's the last time you've seen a chunky Kit Kat bar? True.
Yeah. Alright, next one is a smartphone iPhone 3G model. Alright, the next one was a human male approximately 30 years of age. During observation, the subject showed considerable distress, attempting several times to escape 2590. All escape attempts failed due to the barrier, and the door closed before further measures could be taken. Oh.
Dude, what the what the fuck?
We go candy, box, like photograph, VHS tape, phone, track person.
I this you know like I feel like we say this reasonably for a lot of SCPs, but this one's really unhinged. It's so off the wall. It's just it's just untouchable truck that drives around legally and then occasionally opens its doors and you get to observe the interior, and it's like random objects as well as occasionally just a fucking person trapped in there. Okay. This sounds like this really sounds like the sort of cracked out uh urban legend you'd hear from a bunch of rednecks.
Well, I mean, it's from
Like
Alabama.
some yeah, it's like something like they like it's just like some guy who knows this guy who knows this other guy who knows this guy's dog whose dog knows this other guy. When they were drunk, they saw this truck open and there was a single Kit Kat bar.
It's funny, after the person, next object was just a single red apple.
This is a great SCP.
Yeah, I like this one. I wish I knew about it earlier. Alright, next is a large silver sphere with no features or identifying marks. The object hovered approximately 0.5 meters above the floor of the trailer by unknown means. The next one is
The orb.
yeah,
The orb.
I wonder what it's might to do this now, says random person.
That'd be an expensive ass bullshit.
Next is a lit light bulb. There was no visible power source inside the trailer, and it is unknown how the object was able to function.
Sure, why not?
The next one, human male of approximately 11 years of age. Subject appeared to be stricken with panic. Subject was reported to have not attempted escape from 2590, with Agent Warpick stating in his report that the subject was paralyzed with fear.
Okay.
Next one. Human female approximately 40 years of age. Subject recognized Agent Inglis, who was identified the subject as her sister. Agent Inglis was said by her partner, Agent Schultz, to be in a considerable distress. Efforts to recover subject from 2590 failed. Soon after, Agent Inglis' sister was found at home, unharmed, and said that she had been cleaning at the time of the incident. She denied that she had been anywhere else during that time.
So either A, it's like randomly abducting these people and they immediately forget about it, or B, it's just creating like copies of these people to display being freaked out.
Or parallel universe.
Yeah, also I just noticed number 15. This gets extra unhinged.
Yeah. Number 12 was a human male identified as Agent Moore. Of note is that Agent Moore was on duty with Agent Hull at the time of this instance. Moore was said by his partner to be puzzled and shocked. Subject in 2590 also appeared to recognize his duplicate outside of the instance. Attempts to extract the subject once again failed. So wait, so he was both in the truck and out of the truck.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's just making copies. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Alright, number 13. Incident Dash 1 on April 1st, 2008.
Okay. Oh, for God's sake.
Eyeball of an unknown species measuring approximately 2 meters in diameter. Agents Killorn and Hayes were on duty at the time, and the video footage shows the object rotate 180 degrees to view them. Both agents reported a feeling of intense uneasiness and nausea, following a sharp abdominal pain once 2590's doors closed. Following their shift, the agents were sent for medical evaluation, where X-ray examinations revealed potentially malignant tumors growing inside the agent's large intestines. Surgery was successful in removing these growths, and both agents have since made full recoveries. So
Dude, what the okay, yeah. As if the orb wasn't enough, or seeing my doppelganger in there. Now we just occasionally have big eyeball that gives you the cancer beam.
it was on April 1st of all days.
April Fools!
You have
April
cancer.
Fools! April Fools, you need invasive surgery.
That's a piece of amazing.
Okay.
Next one. Human
Okay.
female identified using dashboard camera footage as Dr. Redacted. Subject attempted an unsuccessful escape. Subject tried to converse using sign language, which neither agent could understand due to lack of training.
Oh.
Dr. Redacted was found to be in the break room at Site Redacted at the time of this instance. That's unfortunate.
And I think it is notable that, like, since the SCP Foundation started, like, actually uh, cataloging this thing, it started showing increasingly more SCP Foundation personnel as
Yeah.
the random schmucks it's copying to showcase.
Random person, April Fool's crippling medical bills.
They're from the Foundation. The Foundation's got them.
Number 15. Human male identified as O5 redacted. Data expunged. The second incident report on February 26, 2011. A large steel slab, the front face of which appeared to fit the dimensions and the doorway perfectly. The slab displayed the logo of the Foundation. 16 seconds into the instance, copious amounts of blood began to drip downward from the top of the object from an unknown source. It continued to pour until the slab was no longer visible, with liquid welling up at the unseen barrier. At 52 seconds of the instance, the slab and an immense amount of blood, almost the entire volume of the trailer, launched out of 2590, traveling towards observing agents Inglis and Schultz at a speed of approximately 190 kilometers per hour. 6 members of MTF Camera 133 street sweepers were deployed to the scene to investigate the initial cleanup efforts. Inglis and Schultz were pronounced dead at the scene. A 2-kilometer perimeter in every direction was established, and Class A amnesics were administered to individuals within it. Okay, so it killed 2 people.
Wow, that gender reveal went out of. Oh my god! It just fucking railgunned a couple of researchers with blood.
And a steel slab.
I. Why does this SCP article have to end here in a little? This needs more information.
Item A. Subsequent DNA tests on a blood ejected from 2590 have indicated it to be roughly 50% English and 50% Schultz. The steel set, which was undamaged from the collision with the agent's vehicle, has been taken into Foundation custody for lab analysis. So he used their own
So
blood.
I don't think that this truck likes being observed. That's our conclusion. It starts rapidly showing distressed SCP Foundation personnel, and then finally it's like, okay, this is over. Steel slab plus blood railgun.
I think it wants to be treated like an Archon. For anyone who don't know what an Archon is basically a world-ending entity that the Foundation leaves alone in order for it not to be world-ending.
It's the sleeping dragon.
Yeah.
Don't poke the sleeping dragon. Unless you're in Skyrim and you want to kill the sleeping dragon, in which case poke the sleeping dragon many times.
Alright, so on December 4th, 2011, at approximately 03:15 hours, 2590 traveled to the location of an abandoned warehouse where its tracking beacon ceased operation. Huh?
Archon is leave it alone. Apollyon is you poked it.
8 members of MTF Gamma 133, henceforth referred to as Alpha Squad, were dispatched to the warehouse. Inside 2590 was found traveling at low speed deeper into the building. 2 members of Alpha Squad were left outside to keep watch. Radio contact was maintained with Alpha Squad leader. During the investigation, the following is the log communications between Alpha Squad leader and Mobile Task Force commander of Gamma 133. I think I'm just going to read it normally, because we're going to end soon, so I'm not going to, you know. Plus, I don't think either of us feel good do voices.
Yeah, just read normal.
Yeah. Alright, we're inside the building. We have a visual on 2590. Anything unusual inside? Nothing we can see so far. It just looks like a plain abandoned warehouse. Update, the skip has started moving away from us. Looks like it's headed away from the entrance. Okay, also, SCP fans who don't know what skip is, that's what the MTF refers to as SCP sometimes. They call them skips. They mainly deal with reality bending SCPs, but they do it with other ones too.
Does this thing count as reality bending?
Maybe?
I'll put a pin in that and just say maybe.
Yeah. But Alpha...
Oh, God.
I heard it.
Oh.
Alpha Squad follow the target, find out where it's going. It's going slowly enough that we can keep up on foot. It's headed towards what looks like a service tunnel or sewer of some sort. Stay alert. It's getting dark down here. Alpha Squad, turn on your headlamps. How bad is visibility? Can't see a fucking thing. Maybe 10-15 meters ahead at best. This tunnel just keeps going and going. It's headed downhill now. Thatcher, how far has it been? Another voice can be heard. We've covered about 200 meters, nothing else to report. The sound of 2590's trailer door opening can be heard. Skip's trailer door is opening. I repeat, target trailer door is opening. What do you see? Oh, 1 second. It's a big sheet of what looks like parchment. It says, I'm just delivering a message. Is there anything else? Nothing, just the parchment and text. Alpha Squad, proceed with caution. Aye, we've descended about a kilometer now. We still haven't seen the end of this thing. Note, this is geographically impossible as the warehouse is overlooking a cliff. Alpha Squad, be
Great.
advised. Yeah. Okay, so this might be where it probably is reality bending at this point.
Yeah. This sounds like reality bending.
Alpha Squad, be advised, you are continuing into a confirmed spatial anomaly. That tunnel shouldn't be there. If anything particularly unusual happens, pull out of there immediately. Affirmative. The air is bad down here. We're detecting higher levels of carbon monoxide, though that may be unintelligible. He started producing carbon monoxide.
Well, that kind of tracks. It's just got a whole shit ton of uh exhaust in it.
Yeah. Radio reception with Alpha Squad Leader degrades sharply at this point. Squad Leader, do you read me? We are losing you. Yes, we seem to be unintelligible. Interference, please, unintelligible. Squad Leader, come in. Squad Leader, please respond. No response. Damn it. Radio contact terminated with Alpha Squad's side. The channel remained open for an additional 6 hours, after which 2 Guardian agents were recalled to MTF Gamma 133 base, and Alpha Squad was declared missing in action. On March 11th, 2015, radio contact was made on Alpha Squad's leader's transponder once again, following our communication logs from when the radio contact was reestablished.
7-month gap. Yeah.
Come in MTFC. I repeat, come in MTFC. This is Alpha Squad Leader. Do you copy? Who is this? How did you get this comm channel? This is Alpha Squad Leader. We lost communication with you there for a few minutes. State your full name and rank and soldier. Redacted, Staff Sergeant, MTF Gamer 133. What's going on, sir? MTFC, searching database. Alpha Squad Leader, you and your squad have been missing in action for almost 3.5 years. I'd say you have some explaining to do. So, more than 7 months.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Sir, we were pursuing 2590 when we lost radio contact with you. We couldn't go any further because of carbon monoxide, so we turned back to re-establish communication. We weren't gone longer than 15 minutes. Fuck. Were you able to collect further intel on 2590? Negative. Once we turned back, the skip just kept going, like it knew we weren't coming with it. Very good, Alpha Squad. You can come home now. And then on B, the report from Alpha Squad Leader confirmed that the warehouse can contain a temporal and spatial anomaly. The building has been purchased by a Foundation Front company to prevent civilian access. 2590 was tracked exiting the warehouse approximately 5 minutes after Alpha Squad was recalled to MTF Gamma 133 base.
What the fuck?
Okay, so this is a reality-bending entity.
It's also weird as hell.
Yeah. This is definitely going to be put on one of my favorites now, because it's so weird.
So, I've got a slight problem.
Yeah.
I've got to go do something for my mom. That would normally take about 30 minutes.
Ah.
But, like, I don't know if you'd want to continue without me.
Yeah. I mean,
So, like, what do you, given that information, what do you want to do?
I guess I can sit in intermission for 30 minutes. That's fine.
Okay, and then I just come back and we
Yeah.
watch the video?
Yep,
Okay.
an end stream.
Okay. Then I'll try to make this quick. I'll
Okay.
be back.
Gotcha.
Topic. Yeah, this one's on you now, Rando. I'll be back.
You know what? Now I'm gonna go pet the shit out of Busta while I'm waiting. I can still see your messages, I just won't be able to hear them. have no idea if I was able to be heard. What is the whole anything to do with Abrahamic faith? What the fuck? I can see that. Anyways, I'll be back when I have my phone on. Alright, I am back. Thank you. Hi, Jerry.
I
We figured you were probably too sick or something.
No, I found out the day, I probably didn't describe it very well when I did feel sick.
Ah,
Honestly, things have been so nice with Spood that I rarely have a migraine anymore, which is weird to say,
hmm.
because I used to get them pretty frequently. I am a little too used to pain, but I am not that used to pain anymore. So, when I felt in horrible pain and nauseous and sick, I was very confused. I forgot what a migraine was like. But yeah, lights on screens were adjusted. I took time away from screens. I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, we're actually waiting for Hatchet to get back. They're doing something.
Oh,
They can take some time, but basically, I can run you down on the SCP we're doing. We finish Cassie, hand-drawn Cassie.
yeah.
Yeah. You can already see the thumbnail. The thumbnail was bad.
Oh,
Yeah. Also, we thought they were using Agent Rainer Miller, but they weren't. It was Ryan Miller, but so that's why that picture's there.
oh,
Yeah, they basically connected a different SCP to this that had no connection whatsoever.
that, that's weird.
Yeah. Also, basically, this is a semi-trailer truck of an international ProStar Date Club make from Navistar that can pass through any physical matter, and at times it'll stop, park, open its trailer, and have random shit inside. Anywhere from, and it's only a single item, only one item. Anything from a
Oh,
chocolate candy bar or Kit Kat Chunky brand, or a member of the O5.
oh,
Yeah, it was found out that it could either be cloning or from another universe, because one instance, on number 12, human male identified as Agent Moore. Of note is that Agent Moore was on duty with Agent Hull at the time of this instance. Moore was said by his partner to be puzzled and shocked. Subject inside 2590 also appeared to recognize his duplicate outside of the instance. Attempts to extract the subject once again failed. Yeah, because there's also an invisible barrier blocking anyone from leaving or going into the trailer.
oh.
And it seems the longer they watched the trailer, the worse it got, to the point that it literally killed 2 people.
Oh.
By basically filling the trailer with, it had a large steel sled that pushed out the blood of the 2 agents that day, and fired it out of the trailer at 190 kilometers per hour, right at them. They weren't gonna live.
Oh.
And yeah, and they basically decided to follow it because at one point it looked like it was going into this abandoned warehouse. They went and followed it, and it was found out because they lost the Alpha Squad when they were going down a tunnel that was a spatial anomaly that basically the semi-trailer truck was making it a reality bender. And they once came back, but for them it was only 15 minutes, but in reality it was 3 years and 3.5 years in real time. But it was 15 minutes for Alpha Squad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So the Foundation purchased this, but it was so funny because it goes from just a single Kit Kat bar to a random person to 05. They just constantly get more and more pissed off of being watched, which is why basically me I said it basically wants to be treated as an Archon. And I'm pretty sure you know what an Archon is.
Yeah.
So that's basically a rundown of the SCP. And they shoved me in the back, oh my god. Yeah, so basically, because Hatchet was going to dip after this one, you and me can technically continue if he's alright with it.
Alright.
Because the next one, I want to do, but I also don't. Because they're gonna do it really badly, and it's Lord Blackwood.
Oh no.
We all know what Lord Blackwood is and has done.
Lord Blackwood is
So,
not something you really want to tamper with lore-wise. Unless you know what you're doing.
they don't.
I know.
Yeah. And I also told Hatchet when I read stories about him. I think you were in chat that day, where basically he called SCP-1000 certain slur, I should say.
I do not remember that, but I believe it.
It's, in case anyone was wondering, it was the S slur.
Sounds like Lord Blackwood.
Yeah, it was said several times, and I had to fucking make up a different word. I was like, well, no, I'm not saying that. Not on this stream. Or any stream, for that matter.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like, he's not a bad character to write about if you know what you're doing, but this is a
If
content
you know
farm.
what you're doing.
Yeah, this is a content farm.
Yeah.
No, I will tell you this. I'm gonna do this from now on with the content farms. I'm gonna use the Wayback to see if the article they most likely looked at is different than the one that's now. Basically, out of the ones I got for tonight, Shy Guy was the only one that's different. Because their incident report, when they basically found 096, is a bit different than it was in the past. In fact, it doesn't even have the picture of the mountain in the past. So yeah, it is a bit different in case they do that incident. Which is why I use the Wayback incident report and use the regular article that is now. Because the regular article that is now is not different from the past.
I will say,
yeah.
Lord Blackwood is interesting to read about, but he's definitely a person of their time.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
No matter how much they age, they will always be from their era. Another way to put it. And very British. It's probably not the best combination, but he's interesting.
Yeah. Hedge's probably gonna be surprised to see you when he gets back.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I also find. Huh?
Oh, you go.
I was still gonna say I still find it funny that every time I look at my "Be Right Back" screen, the wanted poster is the fucking SCP exposed icon.
That's valid, though.
Yeah, apparently random person says I'm giving the sheer insanity of folklore while waiting in chat. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah?
my alarm.
Oh, now I hear it.
Wee, 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 wee.
Alright, Jerry, I'm gonna send you something. It's good. At first it looks bad, but it's not. It's actually pretty funny. Send it to you in demons. Yeah, but in random person says, when I start the lore about the big green rage guy by explaining Abrahamic religions.
Oh.
Yeah, you like it. At first it looks bad, but then you realize, oh, it's just Jolteon.
How does it look bad when it's Jolteon?
I mean, if you only see the other side, like cover the other side, it does not look good.
Well, yeah, but the first part I saw was Jolteon.
Ah, I immediately looked to the left when I saw the
I
picture.
immediately looked at the happy electric canine.
Yeah. You know what? As of right now, I'm gonna copy a message of join us in the whole hallelujah to random people I'm friends with. It's from Analog Horror. I'm gonna confuse so many people. Where's Momo? I have to send it to Momo if I haven't already. Oh, I have.
Why are you going to send it to Momo? Because you haven't?
I already have sent it, so I'm not sending it to Momo.
Oh my goodness.
What's this next? Yeah, I'll send it to her. I'm just confusing a bunch of random people.
Are you sending the Jolteon to everyone?
Oh, no. I'm sending something from Analog Horror, right? Yeah, I see what you're doing, random person. I had to know. For me, this is streaming. Never mind. I can't. Yep, I think I sent it to everyone. Wait.
Man, whenever I think of the Hulk, I just think Hulk smash. That is not Hulk smash.
Okay, okay. The reason why I'm laughing so hard is I was randomly scrolling Twitter and an ad for World War II German tanks with a certain president showed up, and I sent it to Bookworm. It says, "The one Lego set you can't get me." And Bookworm says, "I mean, I could." To be honest, if he does give me it, I'll laugh. I won't be offended. I'll laugh at that.
Technically, if they do get it to you, you can have all sorts of things pointed at those vehicles.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not suggesting, as someone who is a descendant from survivors of certain events in history, that you should pretend violence against the people who might have wiped out a portion of your family. Actually, that's exactly what I'm saying. We know that's what I'm saying. I'm not very good at being coy, okay?
Yeah, I see. Oh, Bookworm's actually listening to stream. He actually heard everything I said.
Oh! Wait, he is?
I outed you, Book. I outed you.
Also, wait. Hulk has more personalities than Moon Knight? What
Apparently.
is Moon Knight?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But to be clear, Book, I do not mind if you actually say me that. I will find ways to make it even funnier. Even funnier than burning a Furby. Sorry. I don't even think you can actually buy it. I think it's just a joke. I don't think Lego would actually make German World War II tanks with the Adolf.
Oh, I thought Moon Knight had more than one voice in his head. I thought he had, like, split personality disorder.
Okay, now I'm too curious. I'm too curious now. Stream can't see this. German.
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
WW2 Legos. Oh my god! You can buy World War II Lego sets! Things. It's an actual thing!
That is dark.
God, I should not be laughing at starting respiratory virus.
Also, what? Bruce Banner has 7 or 8 personalities?
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
calming myself
wow.
down. Okay. Okay. I don't think I can add these to Throne, but it's funny as shit. Okay. Breathing. I'm breathing.
Well, if you're feeling especially spiteful, you could buy one for yourself.
Nah. I'd rather do something better with the extra money after adding to savings. Because I remember when I said I got a raise, I got some money left over. I decided I'm just gonna give a bunch of gifted subs to a streamer a month in the VTuber community. I thought that would be a good use of extra money that I don't need. I'll give it out as charity. That's a lot of Holtz. So basically, I'll become the bookworm to other VTubers.
Man, I would try all sorts of foods just so I could try it.
That's fair. Oh, I am actually gonna try something later. Because they finally stocked up on it. It's basically, I'm pretty sure you know what boba is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I apparently found chocolate boba, and I'm gonna give it a try.
That's the one you're starting with?
Yes. It's the
Not
only
the
one they
basic
had!
brown sugar?
That's the only one they fucking had!
Are you in the middle of nowhere?
No! It's just that every time I go, it's pretty much fucking sold out.
Oh, the jury's here.
Oh, hey,
Hello.
Hatchet. Yeah, I gave Jerry the rundown of the SCP.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Basically, just before we continue over, do you mind if me and Jerry continue after you're gone or not?
Oh, I'm kind of feeling better, so I might stick around either way, but
Okay.
I wouldn't
I
care
would
if you
love for
continued
you to
without
stick
me.
around.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I just want to make sure, because I don't want to go, oh yeah, let's continue, and you get pissed off.
No, I generally wouldn't care.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, so now let's first look at the thumbnails. Oh yeah, by the way, Hatchet, the German WW2 tank thing that I thought didn't exist, I sent you as a joke. Because it was on my Twitter timeline for some reason. But, yeah, apparently it does exist.
I'm lost. What are you talking about?
I sent you, something random I saw on Twitter, which is, like, a funny video of German World War II tank with the president
Oh.
during that time. But apparently it
Oh, I
exists.
get you. Okay. Oh, I saw that Adam Ellis comic earlier today.
Ah. Yeah, I saw it, I was like, why is this the first thing I see when opening part? You good?
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
May I ask what happened that had you not show up earlier, Jerry?
they just didn't
Oh.
know
Is
we
everything
were.
all right?
Yeah, I did not know. I did not know there was a stream today.
Oh, right, because fucking time or fucking day
Oh my,
change.
oh my gosh, this is identical to.
Honestly, today has just been weird as a whole.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
That's fair.
Before I show the thing, we should probably see uh a picture of what this truck might look like, because the thumbnail does not do it justice. I want to make sure.
Is it going to be another fucking Ford Mustang convertible
Okay,
situation?
so basically it's supposed to look like that. Okay. Alright.
That looks like a semi truck.
Alright, and boom. And boom.
Uh,
Why
what?
why is there a black spider thing? Granted, there's a shadowy human figure, but it doesn't have additional spider
Like
arms.
it distinctly said that it does not have
Huh?
any discernible features.
May I just
Yeah.
say this is a 4?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
it turned it into fucking murderous Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Optimus Prime's angry cousin.
All right. All right. So let me see. Do we
Trying to think,
have
what
the
was
author? Yes. We have Multi
yes,
Scoop.
Also, want to know one of the things that happened today before we reach into the realm of nope?
Yeah.
sure.
The system my work uses had crashed. So basically, we had to take orders, put them down in the computer. But
Damn.
using the same computer, we also had to uh, take people's money on, otherwise, it wouldn't show up. So literally, we had to trade places, like, we had to trade switch the computer between two people just so we could do our job
Damn.
Oh
instead of the two separate computers because customers get very, very impatient.
Yeah.
yeah,
They
that's
don't understand things happen.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Like it should be studied if it hasn't already. Like this bizarre tendency for like people to become incredibly entitled with service workers when like they're not even that well off either.
Yeah.
Like
I
I I don't get it.
I have no idea because we have people threaten our well-being who look less well off than we do, and they're acting like they're the king of the capital.
Yeah, like I understand that, you know, in our shit system there's this tendency for people with wealth to feel superior, but
I.
like when it's just like a
Yeah.
person without much of any capital like that, where is this overconfidence coming
Yeah,
from?
they don't have much capital. We don't have much capital. Somehow they're the king.
Yeah. Also, I do have a
Yeah.
story as well with a piece of shit customer I wanted to punch the shit out. This is when I worked in a movie theater, and I fucking hated it. Um, I got put on cleaning duty. This couple finished doing a naughty, I should say, and left
Oh,
evidence, I should say. I
you're not
I
supposed to do that in a public place. They
I
don't
cleaned
know.
it up, and after I got out of there, they were waiting for me and said, "Good job, my cubs, come scrubbing Essler." I got called that, and I wanted to punch the shit out of them.
Oh,
Did you say S slur or F slur?
Essler,
Which S slur?
the one
type it out.
for Native Americans.
That what?
Yeah.
What's even I what if you're gonna be the piece of shit and use a slur, you, at least I don't know, make it a slur that's relevant.
Heck, to them it probably is. Remember, racists are so stupid
Yeah.
that my narrow eyes and being polite has caused multiple people to giggle at me, stare at me, or make comments about me being Chinese.
Oh my god.
I have white
I mean,
skin. My narrow eyes
uh,
don't look Asian remotely.
Yeah,
They're
anyways.
just narrow.
Anyways, we're ready to go on the
I
SCP at
just,
hand. I just said.
this is,
I know it hurts.
I just,
Yeah.
Racists
uh,
are magical people who make magical thoughts.
Oh yeah, in case anyone's wondering, yes, they are white.
Um,
no, I couldn't have guessed.
Also, I'm going to comment that between you and them, the one that wasn't acting civilized were probably the people banging in public and leaving evidence behind.
Yeah.
It's like save that for your fucking online role plays.
Uh,
Go make it an actual retail
Do it in a
workers
hotel, do it in your
issue.
bedroom, do it somewhere in your house. Just don't do it where you have to force random strangers
also,
to clean up your stains.
in case anyone's wondering, yeah, I had to clean the whole chair because of evidence.
Well, I guess they're
I,
not very good at it. I'm
I
not going
have a
to
story that's
elaborate. I'm not going to say
Huh?
more.
I have like a story that's relatively similar, but I've never been in retail, so it's like to do with just weird ass friend
Hear it,
encounters when I
hear
was
it, hear
younger.
it,
Mm-hmm.
I
hear it.
basically when I was younger, uh we have like a storage room in my basement that we call the pinball room because there's an old pinball machine stashed away in there
Mm-hmm.
that's not functional.
Ooh. Oh,
Aw.
And uh it became a standard at a certain time for like one or two of my friends that like, and this is like in a really conservative town, so like there's not much openness to the fact that dumb teenagers are going to be
Mm-hmm.
in intimate situations with each other. So I had like two or three friends that, in desperation to find places to hook up with their new beaux, would basically just come over and say, "Hey, how you doing?" While like I'm hanging out with other friends, and then they just go back in the pinball room and fuck.
God damn.
Damn.
And like everyone involved now looks back on it and laughs our asses off. But there was one time, and one of my closest friends engaged in this, but they like had like some like urgent thing come up, so they left faster than they normally would. And I go in there and there's a used condom, and there was a lot of emotions that went through my brain. Most of them was just confusion. And then I had to wonder, and then I had to come up with a plan to smuggle a used condom out of the house while my mom was upstairs,
Oh no.
because I'm obviously not going to disclose to my mom that this is happening.
Yeah.
So um I know the feeling of engaging in small talk with my mother while I'm smuggling a used condom in a Gatorade bottle out of the house.
Oh my god.
That's a thing. That's a feeling I've experienced in my life.
Yeah.
Uh, said friends did like later apologize because like they did not intend to leave that behind. They were
Yeah.
just rushed. But now, like looking back on it, it's like genuinely one of the most awkward fucking situations I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Which I guess I'm glad that that's as awkward as my life has been because I'm a goddamn shut-in.
Yeah.
But still,
Also, in case anyone's wondering, that was not the last time I had to do that, and it always was a Disney movie.
What?
of all the things, hey babe, hey babe, I know we're like I like fucking trashy guys come around. It's like, hey babe, uh, we you wanna go to the local screening of fucking Up and bang during the intro?
So they just go into children's movies, bang,
Yeah.
and leave a mess?
Yes.
And they don't even think about what if children see it? What if children notice? They don't think about that at all?
Yeah, the worst time I had to deal with it was
Oh,
the evidence was left on 3 seats, like a straight line down. Anyways, let's go to the SCP at hand and stop talking about my terrible
Must
cleaning times with
mu-
my movie
must not have
company.
been the most packed screening.
Yeah. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1. Also, there was no author listed, so that's 1.
Oh, and as a side note, if I ever
Mhm.
manage to pull myself out of my basement and go to a movie theater and you dribble sex on me without consent, I hope you have a good dentist. Anyway,
What makes it worse is it was a Disney movie fault every single fucking time. Anyways, actual SCP at hand. 3, 2,
yeah.
1.
Kevin rubbed his eyes and yawned loudly. He had been driving for 6 hours nonstop, and it was beginning to take its toll on him. His wife Julie gave him a concerned look. Don't you think you should take a break, Kevin? Oh, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. Come on, look, there's a parking lot coming up.
What does
Why don't you
this have
pull
to
in
do
there
with
and
the
take a break for 5
SCP?
minutes? Okay, will do. Kevin pulled
I
off the
don't
highway
know.
into the parking lot and parked up on the
Here's
side.
my guess. They're gonna park, and then the semi's gonna come up, and the okay, yeah. Now here's the real question: which weird ass occurrence are they going to see? I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the fucking cancer beam having eye.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell Jerry that. Yeah, there was an instance on
Oh yeah,
April
that's the thing.
1st. Then it opened up, and there was a giant eye that looked at him, shot a beam, and it gave him cancerous tumors in her large intestines.
Well,
Okay.
it didn't literally shoot a beam,
Right, yeah.
but it's like it's got the evil eye, except the evil eye just causes malignant tumors in your bowels.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this
This
trailer did
this
not like being
SCP
watched.
this SCP is so fucking unhinged. It's so
Oh
all over
man,
the
it's
place.
2 meters? The eyeball was 2 meters? Bigger than
Yes.
a person? So this ginormous eye just pop. Okay, let's watch this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a gigantic fucking eye that gives you colon cancer, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Actually, come to think of it, oh, whatever. We don't need to interrogate the nitty gritty of it. They had tumors in their bowels.
Alright, 3,
They
2,
both survived well.
yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Of the road. They had only been there a couple of minutes when a semi-trailer truck pulled into the lot. As it pulled past them, Kevin couldn't help but notice that the driver looked a bit strange. Julie,
What?
did you see the driver of that truck? Yes.
What?
Was it me, or did you think he just looked like a shadow? That's what I thought too. We must be overtired. The truck
That's
parked up
not how
directly
a
in front of
fucking
Kevin's car.
shadow looks.
Yeah.
Draws them like they're part lava lamp.
Okay, this is
Huh.
definitely clip art of some
Yeah.
kind.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, that's not even traced. That's just they got an asset,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is I can appreciate them going out and buying a free or a fucking royalty free asset to use
Yet they
rather
couldn't.
than
If they bought it.
subjecting us to,
Yeah.
well, yeah, assuming they bought it, rather than subjecting us to their artistic interpretation of Optimus Prime.
Also, I like how they do this truck, but with the Lamborghini from the last SCP, they just drew a really poor depiction of it.
It was not a Lamborghini. I I specifically made reference to it as like the Ford Mustang incident.
Yeah. Oh, so was it a Mustang? Oh, my bad.
It was a Ford
That
Mustang
just
convertible.
shows how bad the art was. You couldn't tell which one it was supposed to be.
Yeah. Anyways,
It
back
kind of
to
just looked like a stereotypical child's drawing of a car.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
You can't
Anyways,
tell what the car is from that.
yeah. Anyways, Starting the video again in 3, 2, 1.
Suddenly, the door began to open. Kevin and Julie looked at each other in shock. Inside
What?
the trailer, they could see a young boy. His face had a look of panic on it.
That's the
What?
car
Oh,
door. What?
Uh,
It comes from the trailer. That's the whole point of the SCP.
does that count as bad SCP design? The
Technically.
design
That counts as wrong information.
Yeah. Either way, I see they're going with distressed young child instead of cancer eyeball.
Yeah, that was one of them. But they couldn't escape because of the invisible barrier. From the trailer.
Yeah. Because it's coming out of the trailer door.
Right.
Are they doing it this way specifically to make it look more urgent and distressful?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know.
Honestly, if you
I
think about
feel
it...
like
Huh?
honestly, I feel like they're doing it this way just because they didn't want to have to either draw or go out and find artwork of the back end of a trailer.
Yeah, because
Honestly,
This is just simpler.
if I was someone in a car and I saw a trailer open up randomly and shoot out a chocolate bar, I would be fucking confused. I would investigate that. I would probably steal the chocolate bar if possible. I'm a
That
bad
sounds
person, okay?
that's less you being a bad person and more that just sounds ill-advised. Like
I'm taking that chocolate.
grabbing random chocolate bars from strangers that just deposited outside of their truck.
Hey, they're not asking me to go into the truck. If they touch me, I'll beat the shit out of them. I want the chocolate.
Hey,
Well, yeah, but like
don't get mad if it has razor blades.
It wouldn't have razor blades. That's a fucking old myth. Oh my.
Anyways. 3, 2, 1.
Kevin, we have to help that boy. He looks terrified. Kevin was about to get out of his car when two men wearing suits appeared beside his window. He felt the
Oh my
sting of the
God.
needle as it entered his arm. Welcome back to...
what? They completely cut out.
The foundation look like they're child nappers.
They just fucking they completely cut out the fucking interim. They just the men in black show up. He felt the needle in his arm. How the fuck did they get into the car already?
This intro.
They just have one of their MTF guys appear inside the car and jab them with their mysterious needle.
Men in Black are not
They
bound
weren't
by
in
laws
the
of
car.
physics.
They were directly outside of it, like they teleported right there.
Oh my
Ugh.
God.
What the fuck?
Don't know.
I know it's
SCP
too
agents
much.
can teleport now.
Yeah.
Listen, I know it's too much to expect fucking continuity streams with this fucking content farm. But at the very least, I'd appreciate like at least mentioning like they say get out of the car or something.
Random
Like where you've
person
sung
said the men in black are not bound by the laws of physics.
Yeah.
well, I mean to be fair, like if we're talking about like the actual Men in Black urban legends that were like extra fueled by was it CIA or FBI, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Then like yeah, those Men in Black don't follow the laws of physics.
Yeah.
Again, I gotta say, like that sounds like such a cushy job. Imagine being the guy who like you and your buddies' only job at the CIA is to dress up in suits and occasionally go out and harass UFO sighters or witnesses. Which is
Man,
well, UFO to them, what they were actually most of the time seeing is just fucking government planes.
Yeah.
government planes or weather balloons and other things.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they lie because they don't want people to know about the government plane that everyone fucking saw.
Well, this was in the middle of the Cold War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Ruskies will know about our spy plane that they can see and we're still using today for some reason.
Yeah.
They know about our precious U-2.
Also, I'm sure the Foundation has something that can teleport you to anyone who sees an SCP. I mean, maybe?
No,
Yeah,
they
again,
actually
like
don't have any teleporting thing.
this, I'm confident this is sarcasm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Again,
Also,
like the fucking logistics of
yeah.
this universe the SCP Foundation has, like the logistics of having Men in Black just pop up literally anywhere that an anomaly happens
Yeah.
is
First,
just
they need to
insane.
know the anomaly is even there.
Yeah. That's
They
fair.
don't instantly know, like this feeling in the back of their throat, like an SCP has approached us. I know where to go. Teleports.
As we all know, 0569 has the anomalous capability of feeling a tingle in his groin when a new anomaly is being witnessed by a member of the public.
That
Also,
sounds like the start of a porn.
yeah.
Yes, it does. That's why I said it that way.
Oh
Let's
my
continue.
gosh.
Also, before we continue, Jerry, SCP Foundation does have a teleporting SCP that they could use, but they can't exactly control where to go, which is the.
I'm sure they have multiple teleporting SCPs.
I was gonna do.
They're just not gonna go do it.
I was gonna say something funny. It's a basically a small pink kiddie pool that it'll literally teleport you someone randomly in the world. That's the
That
anomaly.
that
The 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 pink kiddie pool is just an overpowered version of an ender pearl.
Yes.
Or not an ender pearl, a chorus fruit.
It was like I step in it. Oh look, I'm in France.
I like to imagine that that's how some 05 members decide where their vacation is going to be. They just step on the kiddie pool and see where it takes them.
Oh fuck, I'm
Oh,
in
this
North
is
Korea.
Pripyat?
Oh sorry. Got
Oh,
over here.
oh, Pripyat? I guess I guess I can have a vacation in Pripyat. This is fun.
I would find it funny if one time they use it and they get randomly teleported in GOC headquarters.
Nah, worse. The Chaos Insurgency just randomly teleports to himself directly next to the traitor 05 member.
Like, hey.
So, oh, sorry, I was just trying to figure out where I'd take my family this year. Sorry about that. You can go about your business. Leaves. Just walks out.
Oh my god, random person says get teleported into a Taco Bell bathroom.
That's obviously where the Chaos Insurgency leader is.
Anyways,
At all times. Why do you think those places are so awful?
anyways, on to the SCP at hand.
Yeah, this is
To
this
SCP
is distractions.
exposed. Today we
distractions
bring
by their inaccuracies.
Yeah.
Keter class subject SCP-2590 trailer trash. But before I go on, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that
No,
notification
fuck
bell
you.
so you won't miss out on any SCP stories. SCP-2590 is a semi-trailer truck of an International ProStar day cab make with an attached trailer. It lacks a license plate on either the front or rear bumper. The model's manufacturer, Navistar International, claims to have no knowledge of ever producing a vehicle like SCP-2590. Observation of the driver's cabin shows a
Oh my
humanoid figure in the
gosh.
driver's seat, designated SCP-2590-1.
Heart lava
Its
lamp.
appearance is that of a shadow or silhouette, lacking any identifying physical
Still
features.
a vague
Its significance to the
shadow.
function.
Don't lava lamp it. The fuck is? I'm sorry.
What what is this semi truck?
I don't know.
Well, it went from a semi truck to looking like a camper made of stone. Obviously.
plus side is
Because
so
I'm sorry, that is not how metal looks like when it has kinks or dents. It looks like carved stone.
Oh, apparently a random person looked at their channel, and it says, on the plus side, this is the last video they have cracked over 60k views. So this was the last
Yay.
one where everything just went to shit.
Also, it's the semi-truck, but from the Flintstones.
Oh my god. Hey, look, they have a black character this time.
Let's not talk about the. Let's just move on.
Function of SCP-2590 is currently unknown. However, it has been proven to have an amnestic-like effect on humans approaching it on foot. Because of this, Foundation personnel have been unable to question it. Containment of SCP-2590 itself is not currently possible. It has remained within the city limits of Birmingham, Alabama since it has been under Foundation surveillance. The subject is fitted with a tracking beacon, pinging its location to specialized handheld devices, which are provided to all operatives of MTF Gamma 133, street sweepers. Public knowledge of SCP-2590's existence is to be contained by confiscation of video footage and photographs, and administration of Class A
Can one.
amnestics to eyewitnesses. Two plainclothed members of Mobile Task Force Gamma 133, street sweepers, are to trail the subject in a Foundation-provided civilian vehicle at all times, exchanging shifts with another pair of operators every 4 hours. The vehicles are to be equipped with dashboard video cameras, which are to be recording at all times. In the event SCP-2590 pulls over to the side of the road or in a parking lot, the pursuing operatives are to park directly behind it, with a full view of the trailer door, and notify the active Situation Room commander of MTF Gamma 133.
That's not the trailer door. That's the car door.
Yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure that they're
They don't
either
want to
like
animate it.
they
They
either
don't
don't
know
want
how
to go
to
down the
animate a door moving up. It's
Yeah, like,
exactly
it's-
like a garage door.
it's
Think of-
either that. I would say it's either that, or they are genuinely just completely confused.
Yeah.
Wait, do they actually not know how those things open?
I wouldn't be too surprised at this point.
No.
Yeah. Anyways, 3, 2,
I mean,
1.
I'm sure it's not exactly like a garage door, but it opens up like one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Anyways, 3, 2.
Actually, come to think of it, I feel like the general design tends to be very similar. Assuming that it's that type of back door, because sometimes they are literally just two swinging doors with a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know the two swinging doors I've seen in shows, but every truck I've seen in real life has always had the one that slides up.
Yeah.
Fair. Anyway.
3, 2, 1.
Sweepers immediately. The operative occupying the passenger side of the vehicle is to take written notes of his or her observations. Under no circumstances are personnel to approach SCP-2590-1. SCP-2590 selectively interacts with tangible objects, allowing it to pass through
less
physical matter.
like he was writing, and more like he was having an episode. Like, goddamn, I just need some coffee, so my energy goes down. Until then, I'm seeing sound and hearing colors.
Nah, he's actually just he takes all of his notes in fucking Morse code.
Oh no, I could see that. No.
He turns in these notes to the Foundation, and the superior just looks at him like he's fucking insane.
That has to have happened at once in an SCP story. Instead of writing what they're supposed to write, they'd write it in Morse code.
It would have to be in a joke SCP, I'd hope.
Yeah.
You know what? If that does happen, I hope at least one person looks at them like, "You didn't have your coffee yet, did you?" Like, I don't think I need coffee today. I feel so energized. Or like, maybe you feel too energized. Let me just bring you back to reality. Maybe you need a nap.
Actually, Morse code is my native language.
Like, shoves coffee down their throat.
Yeah. Instead of answering them, they just speak Morse code.
Just
I
like,
think
can
if
you
they start
explain?
speaking Norse code, they'd probably get a drug tested.
No, no, like, wait, like the guy like asks him, okay, what's up with your notes here? And then he just looks at them, doesn't blink at all, opens his mouth, and just like the actual sound of Morse code comes out without him moving his lips.
Yeah, that's why I said that they would probably get drug tested at that point. Oh my gosh. Or maybe instead of drug testing, the guy would just like pop out one of those tiny like energy drinks that has so much caffeine. Just pop it in their mouth like, no, you need all the caffeine right this second. You need to calm down. Your energy needs to go to where normal people live. Oh.
Okay, the ADHD is ADHDing. We're never gonna finish this if we don't move on.
Yeah.
That's fair.
For this reason, the Foundation has been unable to physically contain it. This was discovered when it passed through a Foundation roadblock unhindered. It has also, on occasion, avoided collisions this way. SCP-2590 has not been refueled since it came under Foundation monitoring, nor has it broken any traffic laws. At times, determined by unknown variables, SCP-2590 will park at the side of the road or in a parking lot, and the trailer door will open of its own
Oh my
accord for
God.
exactly 60 seconds before closing again. During the time the door is open, the trailer will be occupied by
It's a car
the small
door.
Not
object.
the
The object
trailer door.
Trailer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the trailer, as we all know,
I think
is the
at this
cab.
point you can mark wrong SCP design because they keep calling that the trailer door so much. It has to be marked. It's
Yeah.
not the trailer door. It's not the trailer door.
That's fair.
Just mouth open, head back, Morse code. Yeah, it's just honestly, my pedant brain wants to object, but my headache says otherwise. So yeah, whatever y'all want to do, I don't care anymore.
Three, two, one.
within the trailer is different each time the door closes and opens again. Each instance is unique, and no object has ever been observed twice.
What the
Attempts at
fuck?
entry or exit from
What the
SCP-2590
shit?
while the trailer is
Just random drugged out guy.
And also apparently flashing lights.
open have been met with failure due to an invisible
Oh,
barrier.
the barrier.
The barrier also seems to stop sound from escaping. The following are some examples of the objects observed inside SCP-2590.
Okay.
A Kit Kat Chunky brand chocolate bar. A small cardboard box labeled Jim's Collectibles with black marker.
Oh my god.
A blank Polaroid photograph. A VHS tape and a smartphone. A human male of approximately 11 years of age. Subject appeared to be stricken with panic.
We skipped the
Subject was
man.
reported to have not attempted to escape from SCP-2590, with Agent Orpik stating in his report that the subject was paralyzed with fear. A human female of approximately 40 years of age. Subject recognized Agent Inglis, who identified the subject as her sister. Agent Inglis was said by her partner, Agent Schultz, to be in considerable distress. Efforts to recover the subject from SCP-2590
Oh, yes,
failed.
invisible
Soon after, Agent
barrier
Inglis' sister was found
pops up as blue glow.
In
Just
the
treat
barrier.
it like fucking glass when they try to touch it, okay? That makes more sense.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to animate too.
Poor Cherry.
But have you considered blue glow?
Also, they
Are you okay?
Oh, that's what I do when I'm frustrated. I grab the mouse and I plop it down.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fair.
they completely cut out the first human male.
Yeah.
Because before the child, it was a human male, 38 years of age.
Yeah.
Well, you know, of course they cut him out because he's not a child and he's not a woman.
Also,
We
isn't
all
he?
know those are the
Huh?
as we all know, those are the only two categories of people that we can feel
Well, to be
sympathy
specific,
for.
children get people concerned and worried, and the lady was related to an agent. So they all had people to pull them in
Yeah.
with.
Yeah,
The guy does not seem to have that.
yeah. Also,
Besides, you know, being a guy, I think that's enough.
can I just say this? Isn't it kind of bad for his video? The only black guy they've shown was drugged out by an amnestic power.
I'm gonna put that in a solid maybe. Let's see if they include anyone else.
In 3, 2, 1.
at home unharmed and said that she had been cleaning at the time of the incident. She denied that she had been anywhere else during that time. A human male, identified as Agent Moore. Of note is that Agent Moore was on duty with Agent Hall at the time of this instance. Moore was said by his partner to be puzzled and shocked. Subject inside SCP-2590 also appeared to recognize his duplicate outside of the instance. Attempts to extract the subject once again failed.
I hate
An
this.
eyeball of unknown species, measuring approximately 2 meters in diameter. Agents Gilham and Hayes were on duty at the time.
What the fuck?
It was bigger than that!
Hold on.
But you already marked wrong SCP design, so I can't say it again. But it's bigger than that! Bigger! Do they know how big 2 meters are? Do they know how big
No.
2 meters is?
Also, look at the iris and pupil doesn't stop looking in one direction.
That is not 2 meters! Actually, how do they expect a 2-meter large eyeball to pop out of that? That's probably why they shrunk it. They're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Our version doesn't make sense. Let's shrink it.
Yeah. It's a blue color working class eyeball. Yeah, also, the animation was click, but the pupil went everywhere.
Yeah, I saw that as
I am
well.
so angry over wrong design.
An eyeball of unknown species, measuring approximately 2 meters in diameter. Agents Gilhorn and Hayes were on duty at the time, and video footage shows the object rotate 180
What?
degrees.
Now
to
it's a
view.
different eyeball.
It's just-
It now has red eye.
Actually, I would say that it has pink eye.
Both agents reported a feeling of intense uneasiness and nausea, followed by sharp abdominal pains once SCP-2590's door closed. Following their shift, the agents were sent for medical evaluation,
my God.
where X-ray examinations revealed potentially malignant tumors.
What is this?
Yeah, that's if you're built like this, fucking call me, I guess. I don't know. I don't care enough anymore.
It's not an organ,
That
it's
is
a
not
sort
an
of person.
Oh yeah, click wrong human anatomy.
Yeah.
My favorite organ, like like the organs that I value the most inside me are the fucking jumble of gigantic earthworms.
Also, random person is correct. They actually put a knot in the intestines, which would kill you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As in, if you didn't get that surgery immediately, it would swell and burst, and everything would flow out. You would die of
Yeah.
multiple things.
We're not going to talk about the fact that when the word knot was mentioned, my brain did not think about this type of knot.
Oh my
I
God.
think we know what kind of knot you thought about, and it wasn't the one I thought about.
Oh my
I've been downloading stuff from one of the Patreons I'm subscribed to, okay?
Bookworm.
Okay, that's fair.
The first time Bookworm interacted in chat was to bonk you.
I'm not even going to comment. That's just fair.
Random person said, I too have my large intestines covering my lungs. Oh.
Who
Yeah.
needs lungs when you have earthworms?
Oh my God. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
tumors growing inside the agent's large intestines. Surgery was successful in removing these growths, and both agents have since made full recoveries. A human female identified using dashboard camera footage as Dr. Robinson. Subject attempted an unsuccessful escape. Subject tried to converse using sign language, which neither agent could understand due to lack of training. The real Dr. Robinson was found to be in the break room in Site 17 at the time of this instance. A large steel slab, the front face of which appeared to fit the dimensions of the doorway perfectly.
Yeah.
The slab displayed the logo of the Foundation. 16 seconds into the instance, copious amount of blood began to drip downward from the top of the object from an unknown source. It continued to pour until the slab was no longer visible, with liquid welling up at an unseen barrier. At 52 seconds of the instance, the slab and an immense amount of blood, almost the entire volume of the trailer, launched out of SCP-2590, traveling toward observing agents Inglis and Schultz at a speed of approximately 190 kilometers per hour. 6 members of MTF Gamma 133 street sweepers were deployed to the scene to investigate and initiate cleanup efforts. Inglis and Schultz were pronounced dead at the scene. A 2-kilometer perimeter in every direction was established, and Class A amnestics were administered to individuals within it.
Yeah,
Subsequent DNA tests on the blood ejected.
that small pentagon is Obviously knows the amount of kilometers.
Well, that's not literally meant to be the perimeter. They would most certainly put up things like that around the object itself.
The blood built up pressure behind it until it went flying. Yeah.
Yeah, specifically, the said pressure or the said amount of blood was the approximate capacity of the trailer. But since someone involved in this video didn't want to draw the back end of a semi truck, it's apparently just the amount of blood from the fucking cab.
Alright, so hold on. Let's see. We don't have 6, 7, 8, 9. 15, surprisingly. They didn't do the
Well,
05
is
one.
there still stuff in we're counting too quick.
Alright, let's see. I gotta head off to bed, have fun, don't let the content front destroy your brains too much. It will. Anyways, good night, Bookworm.
Too
Two
bad.
individuals within it. Subsequent DNA tests on the blood ejected from SCP-2590 have indicated it to be roughly 50% Inglis and 50% Schultz's. The steel slab, which was undamaged from the collision with the agent's vehicle, has been taken into Foundation custody for lab analysis. On April 12, 2011, at approximately 0315 hours, SCP-2590 traveled to the location of an abandoned warehouse, where its tracking...
Wait, April 12th? That... I don't... No, because the dates are backwards, because over here it says 7/26. That's the wrong date. It's December 4th, 2011.
You think these people know that other places exist?
No.
No.
Also, yes, they did cut out those parts, those items.
No. I'm always trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Wait, I just realized I called 2 people items.
Let's just move on.
Beacon ceased operation. 8 members of MTF Gamma 133, henceforth referred to as Alpha Squad, were dispatched to the warehouse. Inside,
glad they're not
SCP-2590
using
was
stolen
found traveling
artwork
at low
this time
speed
for the
deeper into the
MTF.
building. 2 members of Alpha Squad were left outside to keep watch.
Yay.
Radio contact was maintained with Alpha Squad leader during the investigation. The following is a log of communications between Alpha Squad leader and Mobile Task Force commander of Gamma 133. Alright, we're inside the building. We have a visual on SCP-2590. Anything unusual inside? Nothing we can see so far. It just looks like a plain abandoned warehouse. Update, the skip has started moving away from us. Looks like it's headed away from the entrance. Alpha Squad, follow the target. Find out where it's going. The sound of SCP-2590's trailer door opening can be heard. The skip's trailer door is opening. I repeat, target's trailer door is opening. What do you see? 1 second. It's a big sheet of what looks like...
They finally did it.
Oh my god, they did! Oh, for fuck's sake. They couldn't... They did it now because by the time they got to here, they realized, oh, there is absolutely no way that to show the side cab door opening to show this.
And the person's also pissed.
like parchment. It says, I'm just delivering a message. Alpha Squad, proceed with caution.
That's not even
We've
how
descended
it
about a
looks when it
kilometer now.
opens.
We still haven't seen
Yeah.
the end of this thing. Note that this is geographically impossible, as the warehouse is overlooking a cliff. Alpha Squad, be advised you are continuing into a confirmed spatial anomaly. That tunnel shouldn't be there. If anything particularly unusual happens, pull out of there immediately. Affirmative. Radio reception with Alpha Squad leader degrades sharply at this point. Squad leader, do you read me? We're losing you. Yes, we seem to be. Interference, please. Squad leader, come in. Squad leader,
Said
please respond.
interference.
There was no response. Damn it. Radio contact was terminated on Alpha Squad side. The channel remained open for an additional 6 hours, after which the 2 guarding agents were recalled to MTF Gamma 133 base, and Alpha Squad was declared MIA. On November 3rd, 2015, radio contact was made on Alpha Squad leader's transponder once again. The following are the communication logs from when radio contact was re-established. Come in MTFC. I repeat, come in MTFC. I repeat, come in MTFC. This is Alpha Squad leader. Do you copy? Who is this? How did you get this comm channel?
Oh my
This is Alpha
God.
Squad leader. We lost communication with you there for a few minutes. State your full name and rank, soldier. Alpha Squad leader, Michael Bridges, Staff Sergeant MTF Gamma 133. What's going on, sir? MTF search their database. Alpha Squad leader, you and your squad have been MIA for almost 3.5 years. I'd say you have some explaining to do. Sir? We were pursuing SCP-2590 when we lost radio contact with you. We couldn't go any further because of the carbon monoxide, so we turned back to reestablish communication. We weren't gone longer than 15 minutes. What? Were you able to collect further intel on SCP-2590? Negative. Once we turned back, the skip just kept going, like it knew we weren't coming with it. Very good, Alpha Squad. You can come home now. The report from Alpha Squad leader confirmed the warehouse to contain a temporal and spatial anomaly. The building has...
The fuck is that?
The magic black hole.
This is definitely the best way to depict a temporal and spatial anomaly.
The easiest would be just a spiral.
I'm just gonna comment. It looks like something someone would do if they believed in Black Hole Chan.
Black hole Chan?
Black hole Chan. Oh my god.
You don't know what that is?
I do.
No, I don't. I also don't know if I want to know.
That's fair.
Basically, an anime version of a black hole.
Yeah.
Oh wait, like the
Bowsette
art
stuff.
of-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've seen that.
Yeah. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
The building has been purchased by a Foundation front company to prevent civilian access. SCP-2590 was tracked exiting the warehouse approximately 5
Bless
minutes
you.
after Alpha Squad
Bless
was
you.
recalled to MTF Gamma 133 base. What do you think about that SCP case? Please leave your comments below.
Good. Yeah, I loved that SCP case when we were reading it.
Yeah.
I loved it then.
Alright, so removal of character slash license. Would that count? Well, technically, 2 people were removed. The human and 05 member.
I mean, they're
Yeah, they removed pieces of the history and of the content, so they
I would-
deviated to some degree by removing it.
Well, yeah, but that's deviates from the quality
Oh, you're
We're on
talking about
remove
removal of
characters.
characters.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd say give them 1 for the missing author and 1 for the 2 missing entries on the logs.
yeah, so that'd be 2 points,
Yep.
which is honestly bigger than they typically get. I guess
Yeah.
not anymore, looking at the past entries.
Yeah. Alright, alter slash added gore or violence. They actually did less. Because, like, the one with the slam thing, it was supposed to fill up the barrier with blood and fire out. So there's less violence.
Yeah. Well, it's not that there's less violence.
I mean,
it's
less
just
blood.
that there's a smaller quantity of blood.
Yeah. That would be
There's
gore.
technically not more or less violence, but they did alter the gore.
I meant
Oh,
gore.
that's a point, isn't it?
Those MTFs still got blood stone slab railgunned.
Yeah. So,
So I
yeah.
think that is 1 point because they did
Yeah.
alter the gore.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd agree with that.
It's
They-
not a 2, it's not a 3, it's just a 1.
Yeah.
It's not a
That's
0
That's how
either.
numbers.
Deviates from the plot of the article.
I'd put that at like a 1 or a 2.
I would
Probably a
say
1.
2.
2. Alright.
Do you want to do 2?
Yeah, because one of the things they changed was like a giant plot point, literally making everything come out from one of the main doors rather,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
that
I
fucks up
could.
a lot. That's literally a large plot point they literally changed for no reason.
So,
Absolutely no reason.
so
Let
yeah-
alone the other things they removed.
yeah, for the last one,
I
so the
can-
only black guy they showed was one who was amnestic drugged.
Oh no, that's a
Hmm.
1.
Yeah.
Everyone else was I was like, what the fuck?
It's like that's another one of those you tried star moments. Like you tried to do the you tried to do some
You know what?
representation. Good for
Thankfully,
you,
that's a
but
sticker.
yeah.
Hey, it's slowly degraded. Oh, great. Now we're on to the British racist archaeologist.
Well, technically, Blackwood is very interesting. He's just also very British. At one point, he was a British human. I'm positive of it. Which is worse? It's honestly a
He's
little
very
both.
he's very turn of the century anthropologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, look at that little dude. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
think
some really cute sea
I
slugs.
feel at some point someone he pissed off changed him into that,
Oh,
and
most definitely.
he just never noticed.
He still thinks he's just a human, but
Yeah,
he's going around in his little
because
fucking
he's
sea
so
slug
British and so
habitat.
positive that he's right.
Yeah. Alright. Uh, alright. Uh,
Also, whoever turned him into that, thank you.
yeah. Anyways, Lord Blackwood, aka Item SCP-1867, Object Class Anomalous Organism, Sapient.
Brando says, "Well, I have good news to counteract the racism. What is your good news?"
Yeah. What this is related with Lord Blackwood. Place near me so limited time BBQ pork on a burger. Damn.
Good for you.
Yeah. Anyways, Containment Class Passive, Hazard Rating Green. Standard containment policies. Aquatic specimen tank small. Environment and care requirements identical to that of non-anomalous members of the species. Associated items placed in secure storage vault 16. Amenities available upon request. Special containment procedures. All descriptions of anomalous persons, places, or objects made by 1867 must be correlated by at least two other sources before resources may be allocated for further research.
I feel
Hmm?
correlated by. I feel like the proper word there would be corroborated. But whatever.
Yeah. 1867 is a nudie branch of the species Nembrotha cooperbariana, variable neon slug.
Cuter. So
Fish.
did they change it away from safe Euclid Keter?
They, I
Huh?
don't think they once did that for this one.
Oh yeah. If they still were using that, they would be safe
Yeah.
because it's literally just a sea slug.
Yeah. Measuring 11.7 centimeters, 4.6 inches in length, there are no physical differences between 1867 and any other member of its species. 1867 is sapient and capable of telepathic communication, with the same range as a typical human voice. It identifies itself as Lord Theodore Thomas Blackwood, a British explorer and naturalist, and speaks with terminology and style appropriate in late 19th century England. It is generally friendly and cooperative with researchers. 1867 makes repeated claims of past exploits and accomplishments, including service in the Second Opium War, expeditions to remote regions of the world, and encounters with various rare creatures and uncontacted peoples. Despite the questionable validity of many of its claims, 1867 has shown in-depth knowledge of geography, zoology, botany, archaeology, anthropology, and linguistics relating to its claimed regions of exploration, as well as more esoteric fields such as obscure mythology, mysticism, and cryptozoology. 1867 does not seem to realize or willfully ignores any inconsistencies in its own recollections, as well as any events or information dating after approximately 1910. When requested to give proof of its exploits, 1867 provided an address near redacted England, claiming that it would be more than willing to donate its collection. Investigation of the address led to the cottage owned by one Miss Redacted, who claimed to be keeping the house for Lord Blackwood. Further questioning failed to reveal any details of 1867's nature or origins beyond what information 1867 had already provided. Miss Redacted died of heart failure 5 days after Foundation agents began investigations. Investigation of the cottage revealed an underground vault containing over 3,000 artifacts, zoological and botanical specimens, a library containing over 5,000 items, and a functioning, if outdated, laboratory. All materials in the collection were cataloged, removed, and relocated by the Foundation over the course of 3 weeks. Addendum 1. A full listing of items recovered by 1867's collection may be found in document 1867 VL. A summary of noteworthy items is as follows. 116.
Aaron,
Huh?
you're cutting in and out.
Yeah,
God
you're
damn
cutting
it.
in and out of decent bit.
I hate Discord
What
needs to
all-
fix that issue.
Well, and spooky Discord hates everyone.
Alright, do I need to
Congratulations.
reread
sorry.
anything? Or.
Huh?
Do I need to reread anything?
No.
I guess start from like the top of the bullet list.
Ah, fair.
Right here?
Yeah.
Alright. 116 unknown species of plants, 107 unknown species of insects, 28 unknown species of lizard, 23 unknown species of fish, 14 unknown species of amphibians, 12 unknown species of mammals, fossils pertaining to 8 unknown species of dinosaur, fossils pertaining to 12 unknown species of prehistoric mammal, artifacts belonging to 29 unknown indigenous cultures, 35 handwritten journals containing recordings of events described by 1867, written accounts mesh with verbal save variations and exaggerations on the part of 1867 in retelling and have been dated to the appropriate time period of the events described. 20 kilograms of processed opium, collection of firearms to make and model not correlating with any known manufacturers, including 3 wide-bore muskets marked as Dr. BT Moth's effective particle destabilizers. These items are non-functional. Detailed globes of Mercury, Venus, Mars, and the Galilean moons, accompanied by notes detailing possible paths of surface exploration. A heavily modified 4-seat horse carriage containing instruments of unknown purpose. A note attached to the door reads, "On the Fritz, speak with Henry," in writing matching that of the journals. Data expunged. 4 agents were killed after activation before the object was destroyed. What happened? Oh, hi, Adurna.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. 4 agents were killed after activation before the object was destroyed. When questioned about the item, 1867's response was, "I did warn you to be careful about my collection. The blade thing nearly took my head off in Wong. Well, is it Wong? Walking or something else?
Probably Woking?
Woking?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
back in 1997 when I found it. Addendum 2. The following interview is dated redacted 2012. Good morning, Lord Blackwood. Good morning, Doctor. Wonderful to see you. Come in. Have yourself a seat. Now, if I remember correctly, the last time you were here, I was telling you about the time I was captured by the Yubala tribe of the Congo. Actually, I have some questions about that story today. Our research turned up no trace of that people. They don't seem to exist. Of course not. There weren't any of the Yubala left after the village was attacked by the Mokele Membe.
Mokele Bembe.
Mokele
Bembe.
Membe. Got it.
Bembe.
I still
Sorry.
regret not being able to bag that monster when I had the chance. It is a persistently elusive creature. That's a stretch, sir. Do you have any corroborating evidence, just to make sure that what you're saying is true? There's always a chance that your vault was filled with fakes. Nonsense. I'd never fabricate any of my work. Why, it's against the very heart of being a naturalist. While I am repeatedly amazed by your institution here, you seem to be missing the explorer's spirit. When I scaled the Himalayas in search of the monks of the Golden Mountain, did I worry about what the others had said about them? Of course not. I went and found out for myself. Climbed those mountains with my own two hands. You do realize you're a sea slug, right? Good heavens, boy. Have you been drinking? That's utterly ridiculous. If you can't be bothered to be sensible, I have no reason to speak with you. Go get yourself a nice cup of tea and sober up.
Aggressive typing.
Sorry.
Yeah, Adurna, in case you're wondering, we're doing Lord Blackwood of the content farm.
Yeah. And me and Adurna, I mean, no, me and Aaron, I mean, have both read more than enough of Blackwood stories to know he may be friendly to the right people, but he's definitely a man of his time. Very, very happy he was turned into a sea slug.
I am gonna say this, that the thumbnail is weird, but it's not off, surprisingly.
What?
Why is he dressed like a leprechaun?
That actually is
Well,
what the depiction of Lord Blackwood.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the human version. That is his depiction.
I would say the clothes are weird colors.
He's actually dressed like that because look at the colors of the slug and look at his outfit.
Yeah.
That's a stupid reason to make it those colors, though, because
I
they wouldn't have dressed like that back then.
I mean, yeah, but that's basically how people draw him as a human.
Let me.
Are you sure? Hold on. I can look it up right here. Wait, that's not SCP Lord Blackwood. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, he's pretty much drawn like that. In that outfit.
Well, a couple of times.
Yeah.
We also got
Let
him
me.
drawn almost exactly like people draw Wondertainment.
Yeah, for some reason. Oh, because Lord Blackwood's right here. Okay.
Let me show. There we go. Here's a good example of the sort of things they wore back in older times.
I mean, yeah, but people rather draw them in the colors, I guess.
Well, I'm sure there was more colorful clothing for men, like, look at that green vest. They probably wouldn't have worn green back then unless they wanted to get poisoned, but
That's fair.
unless they had found a way to make bright green without poisoning people.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know about the
Yeah.
errors. Is that arsenic was the best flavor of candy? Oh my god.
Yeah, arsenic was actually the original bright green.
Wait, I just realized by looking closer, the thumb is on the collar.
Yes.
I just noticed that.
Hmm. I like having my thumb on my collar.
But to be honest, compared to the other thumbnails, this isn't
I'm
bad.
Yeah,
sorry, even though that's
the
an
gun is
old
questionable.
thumbnail and this is an old video, that's definitely a little AI. Thumbs don't do that.
Wait, what?
We're commenting on the fact that this guy's thumb is merged with his collar and detached from his hand.
Yeah.
And we're also not going to talk about the fact that if that is intended to be a musket, it is sized more like an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we giving the thumbnail?
I'd say the thumbnail, I'd give it a 2 in terms
Yeah.
of its clickbaitiness, but I'd also say bingo card, check the AI thing.
Yeah. Which means, for people watching the video, the thumbnail's gonna be censored. Because if for the videos, I censor anything AI.
I don't honestly, I don't see a need to actually censor the AI stuff as long as it's like in a critical manner.
Oh, okay, so right here is fine. I mean, I still censor the AI, like, thumbnails at the very end of the video, if it
I mean,
gets
that's
shown.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Those are like photorealistic
Yeah. We don't
stuffs.
accept that. No, no.
But like in this case, the actual like primary thing that AI causes harm with has already been done. As long as it's not like us parading it around as if it's original work, then
Oh, that's right. We got rid of AI art and put in wrong med.
oh,
That's right.
Sag.
I was searching for a few minutes, like, where's AI? Where's AI? Where's AI? Oh, it's gone.
Rip.
Yeah. All right. The first thing we see is an old woman.
That is an absolutely gigantic teacup.
Oh God. All right. Let's see. They don't. Wait. A shorts remix in this video is 1867, a gentleman clay figure.
Sure.
But again, they do not show the author, which is Bjork, as and if they used the picture at all, they didn't show the author Chad Ordelhide.
Well, in that case, it's the photographer.
What was that?
So it's just I was going to say, in that case, it's the photographer because that's just a picture of an actual slug.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still important.
Yeah. And the slug himself is a good bean.
Oh, I fucked up the bingo board. Oh God.
You okay?
Yep. Let me fix it. There it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. You just need to. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Everyone ready?
Wait, the thumbnail wasn't clickbait?
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, I'm looking at her bingo card. Nothing's clicked.
There. Anyways, click down. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
There.
Emily Ashworth stood at the window of the cottage, gazing out at the garden and drinking her morning tea. She loved living in rural England. Even though she hardly ever saw anyone, she never felt lonely. She
Why?
listened to the birds singing and watched as
Wait.
rabbits hopped.
What?
What is wrong with that bunny?
Why does that rabbit have the anatomy? Why does that rabbit have the anatomy of an incredibly botched chicken? That poor animal. What is wrong with that rabbit? I've seen rabbits. There's rabbits that are living around my house. We see them every now and again. That's not what they look like.
I too have seen wild and tame rabbits. They do not look like that. They have arms.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, at least.
Yeah.
Well, less arms and more forelimbs or four
Well, yes,
legs,
but
whatever.
they feel like arms.
You know, okay, I will laugh even though it's not an SB article. If Lord Blackwood is a sluggish chasing this rabbit, I'll laugh.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, but it's a thought.
They
I don't know if
might.
it's a funny thought, but it's a thought.
Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
singing and watched as rabbits hopped across her lawn. She had never married, but she didn't regret it. Instead, she had chosen to dedicate her life to looking after the cottage and its contents. She had
Oh,
felt
this
very
is
privileged and special when Lord
misredacted.
Blackwood had asked her to take care of his property. Even though she was
Yeah.
sometimes a little concerned about what was hidden there, she knew that it was of immense importance. Whenever she began to feel concerned, she would force herself to push the thoughts to the back of her mind and get on with the task of taking care of the cottage. She finished her cup of tea and put it into the sink to wash later. There would be plenty of time to do the chores, but the first thing she had to do was to check on Lord Blackwood's collection. As she did every morning, she went downstairs to the underground vault to check on its contents. As she walked amongst the artifacts, she marveled at some of the things she saw. There were plants and animals that she had never even known had existed, weird creatures of different shapes and sizes. She never questioned how they had come to be there. She just accepted that it was her job to keep them safe until Lord Blackwood could return. When she reached the section where the books were kept, she picked one up and opened it. A cloud of dust sprang from its pages, causing her to sneeze. She loved the smell of the old books and loved reading them, her mind devouring the information held within their pages. Come on, Emily, you don't have time to be reading now. She closed the book up and carefully put it back in its place, taking care not to dislodge the books at either side. She had almost got to the end of the vault, checking everything as she went, when she heard a loud knocking coming from upstairs. I wonder who that can be. We don't get many visitors around here. Emily went back upstairs, locking the door to
I
the vault
love
behind her.
padding
When she
so
reached the top of the
much.
Yeah.
I just, like my favorite thing to do is like make a trash video about an SCP and make like the first 3 minutes cataloging the daily life of this random old lady.
Yeah, well, dude.
There's so many
Well,
SCPs connected to Lord Blackwood. So many stories. They literally just go with this bullshit.
Yeah.
they just go with, oh, there's an old
Especially-
lady that dies 5 days after the Foundation shows up. Oh, well, I guess let's show her daily life.
Yeah. 3, 2.
the stairs, whoever it was started hammering on the door again. Hold on, I'll be there in a second. When she opened the door, she saw 3 men in suits standing there. 5 days later, she died of heart failure. Welcome back to SCP.
Just the fact that they specifically, like, instead of the amnestic bullshit they normally do, they just, oh yeah, they just add on, yeah, she 5 days later, heart failure, yeah.
Wait, how many days did he say? Hold on, I want to look real.
It's 5 days. Like, I remember that, but it's
Yeah.
just like I find it really funny that like
Yeah.
this is the same sort of bullshit they normally do, except they've just inserted the 5 days later.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you actually said 5 days. 'Cause I thought I heard something else. All right.
The door again. Hold on, I'll be there in a second. When she opened the door, she saw 3 men in suits standing there. 5 days later, she died of
Okay.
heart failure.
They just defined it. I thought they said 3 for a second. Don't know why. Anyways,
Welcome back to SCP Exposed.
go fuck
Today we
yourself.
bring you the anomalous organism SCP-1867. But before I go on, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on any
No, go
SCP
fuck
stories.
yourself.
SCP-1867 is a nudibranch branch of the species Nembrotha kubariana, otherwise known as a variable neon slug. It measures approximately 11.7 centimeters in length. There are no physical differences between SCP-1867 and any other member of its species. The subject is sapient and capable of telepathic communication with the same range as a typical human voice. It identifies itself as Lord Theodore Thomas Blackwood, a British
my
explorer and
God.
naturalist, and speaks with terminology and style appropriate to late 19th century England. It is generally friendly and cooperative with researchers. SCP-1867 makes repeated claims of past exploits and accomplishments, including service in the Second Opium War, expeditions to remote regions of the world, and encounters with various rare creatures and
fuck is
uncontacted
that?
peoples. Despite the questionable validity of many of its claims, SCP-1867 has shown in-depth knowledge of geography, zoology, botany, archaeology, anthropology, and linguistics relating to its claimed regions of exploration, as well as more esoteric fields such as obscure mythology, mysticism, and cryptozoology. SCP-1867 does not seem to realize or willfully ignores any inconsistencies in its own recollections, as well as any events or information dating after approximately 1910. The subject's hazard rating is green. It is to be contained in a small aquatic specimen tank. Environment and care requirements should be
Oh,
identified.
he's doing the thing where he jumps around.
Yeah,
Oh, I fucking hate
a wee
that.
bit.
Fucking asshole. We put so
It's
much.
not that egregious in this example.
Yeah. Still annoying.
It's still largely in like the early part of the article.
Yeah. There's this also. I find it
Damn
funny
it.
how he put up so much effort into the grandma, but did nothing for the Men in Black.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Grandma is better than the Men in Black.
Yeah. In 3, 2.
identical to that of non-anomalous members of the species. Associated items will be placed in Secure Storage Vault 16, and amenities available upon request. All descriptions of anomalous persons, places, or objects made by SCP-1867 must be correlated by at least 2 other sources before resources may be allocated for further research. When requested to give proof of its exploits, SCP-1867 provided an address in rural England, claiming that it would be more than willing to
Oh
donate
my
its collection
God.
that could be found there. Investigation of the address led to a cottage owned by one Miss Emily Ashworth, who claimed to be keeping the house for Lord Blackwood.
So, when they show him talking, he's human. But when he's not, he's the slug.
Yeah, that's definitely how the SCP functions.
That's not how it works. He thinks he's still human. He's not.
Yeah.
Are they just like in those like depicting him how he thinks of himself?
I'm guessing? Still odd, though.
Yeah, whatever. It's just fucking.
Further questioning failed to reveal any details of SCP-1867's nature or origins beyond what information the subject had already provided. Miss Ashworth died of heart failure 5 days after Foundation agents began investigations. Investigation of the cottage revealed an underground vault containing over 3,000 artifacts, zoological and botanical specimens, a library containing over 5,000 items, and a functioning, if outdated, laboratory. All materials within the collection were cataloged, removed, and relocated by the Foundation over the course of 3 weeks. A full listing of items recovered from SCP-1867's collection may be found in Document 1867-VL. A summary of noteworthy items is as follows.
Huh?
Does that count as wrong anatomy? I don't think so.
Nah.
I was reading chat.
116 unknown species of plants, 107 unknown species of insects, 35 handwritten journals containing recordings of events described by the subject. Written accounts match with verbal, save variations and exaggerations on the part of SCP-1867 in retelling, and have been dated to the appropriate time period of the events described. 20 kilograms of processed opium. Collection of firearms of make and model not correlating with any known manufacturers.
That's the musket.
Yeah, that's certainly a thing.
I'm
That's how my blunderbuss. I love I love random blunderbusses. Nothing but blunderbuss.
Wouldn't the bullet have trouble firing with the end being like that?
This is roughly based off of a blunderbuss. It's
Ah.
like an action. The upside down musket, yeah. But a blunder, if I remember correctly, is effectively the musket version of a shotgun.
Ah.
It shoots a whole bunch of smaller pellets.
Ah, so that's why the endpoint looks like that. Okay, now it makes more sense. Okay. I thought it was kind of weird. I was like going cone shape at the end.
Yeah, that's they're basing it off of some actual older guns, but poorly
Got it. Okay.
as usual.
Including 3 wide-bore muskets marked as Dr. B.T. Moth's effective particle destabilizers. These items
Although
are
if they're
non-functional.
saying that those are wide bore muskets, I'm gonna have to let
They
me
did.
check what wide bore musket. Wide bore musket. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, would you look at that? It's just a normal looking musket with a slightly larger barrel.
Yeah.
So they drew blunderbuss instead of a wide bore musket.
Also, are any of our planets purple?
No. But since he's gone to other worlds, he might have a globe of a different world.
This is part where
Well,
he talks. Huh?
there's also some moons that kind of can look purplish,
Okay, let's
Fair.
see. Let's see what
if
he
I remember
calls.
correctly.
Yeah, calls it first. Let's see. All right. In 3, 2, 1.
These items are non-functional. Detailed globes of Mercury, Venus, Mars, and the
Nope.
galaxy.
He called
What?
Mercury the purple one.
What?
I'm just gonna. Okay, you know what?
That is not
Just for.
Mercury.
Oh, let me just search. Is Mercury?
Purple.
Maybe I should say the planet purple. Mercury's gray color is understandable because it's similarly composed mostly of iron, nickel, and silicates. Because Mercury has very thin atmosphere, it will appear gray, whether viewed through a telescope or from ground level. Very nice.
Wait,
I
hold on.
love it when purple is gray.
Hold on. I want to see if Fedora is correct. All right.
globes of Mercury, Venus, Mars, and the
Yeah, wait. Venus is bigger than Mars.
Wait, yeah, this is just you think they put them out of order?
I don't know.
moons.
I don't care enough anymore.
Wait, hold on. What is that? What? That is not one of the moons. This...
As we all, what is that supposed to be? Jupiter?
Yeah, it's
Let me just put these things at the side. So we have these easy to look at pictures.
That's fair. My God. So they made one of the
Oh,
Gladys
I
moons.
forgot to mark that.
So Venus is larger than Mars and Jupiter? Well, he didn't have a model of Jupiter, he had the model of the Gladys moons.
As we all know, Venus is a big beautiful woman.
Let's be honest. Jupiter is literally known as the largest planet in the solar system. Technically, most of that is probably gas, if not entirely.
Well, yeah,
but
it's a
hey.
gas giant. It's a gas giant. It's almost nothing but gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's Bespin, but I think significantly larger than Bespin was.
I think what they did is they went to clip art and said, "Give me planets," and they just took 4 random shits.
I don't think they did that. I think they just made spheres in whatever art program they use. They just made perfect or not spheres, perfect circles, and then the fucking true random designs on them.
I'm just grabbing one of the multiple pictures of Jupiter.
Why does
Venus
Venus look like more like Saturn? I don't know.
Let me
Because
grab Saturn, because it does not look like Saturn.
I feel like we should just move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
accompanied by notes detailing possible paths of surface exploration. A heavily modified 4-seat horse carriage containing instruments of unknown purpose. A note attached to the door reads, "On the Fritz, speak with Henry," in handwriting matching that of the journals. 4 agents were killed after the discovery of an unknown object caused it to become activated. When questioned about the item, SCP-1867's response was, "I did warn you to be careful around my collection. That thing nearly took my head off in walking, back in '97, when I found it." On the 5th of June 2012, one of the Foundation's leading agents, Dr. Wilson, conducted an interview with SCP-1867.
Doctor was
The following
redacted.
is a transcript of the interview. "Good morning, Lord Blackwood," said Dr. Wilson.
Of course.
"Ah, good morning, Doctor. Wonderful to see you. Come in, have yourself a seat. Now, if I remember correctly, the last time you were here, I was telling you about the time I was captured by the Ubula tribe of the Congo," replied SCP-1867. "Actually, I have some questions about that story today. Our research turned up no trace of those people. They don't seem to exist." "Of course not. There weren't any of the Ubula left after the village was attacked."
Well, Hatchet?
I'd like to say that technically, if he's telling the truth, it means he Britished his way into seeing the end of a people and is so casual about it.
Well,
Also,
Hatchet,
that is not what that creature looks like.
Is that what the creature looks like, Hatchet?
Machilium Bembe is a favorite cryptid among young Earth creationists because it is supposedly supposed to be a fucking extant sauropod of some kind.
Yeah, but if you really look into it, then you find out it only started looking that way when white people came over and started telling them, "Hey, it looks like this."
Yeah, and then the people there are like, oh, these dumb white fucks keep coming over here and looking for this old description of a rhino, and they're bringing business and money. Oh yeah, we've definitely seen the sauropod. Yeah, he was my mom was eaten by the sauropod. Is tragic story, really. But yeah, point being, I guess if you're going to depict Mukili Mbembe, it's about as good as I could expect from them.
Alright.
I'm done showing planets, I swear.
Okay.
Just ignore all the planets up the side.
Yeah. And 3, 2, 1.
Act by Mokili Membe. I still regret not being able to bag that monster when I had the chance. It is a persistently elusive creature. That's a stretch, sir. Do you have any corroborating evidence? Just to make sure what you're saying is true. There's always a chance that your vault was filled with fakes. Nonsense. I would never fabricate any of my work. Why, it's against the very heart of being a naturalist. While I am
I would like
repeatedly
to
linked to your
comment
institution here.
that the fact that there are probably none fakes goes to prove that he is fully British and fully an asshole.
Yeah.
Honestly, let's just be frank. Like, he's saying none of them are fakes. Turn of the century anthropologists were notorious for faking stuff.
Oh, they
Mhm.
were, but Blackwood's personality, I think his ego would have been hurt if he grabbed a fake, which makes it worse. I prefer the fakes over the real, because if he's going for these once in a lifetime creatures, it means he's literally killing them and putting them in his collection.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm.
3, 2.
Same
Like I
same vibe
said,
as
oh sorry.
it's the same vibe as the people who want to go out and fucking shoot Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, assuming that you're correct and this fucking North American great ape is real. Okay, assuming that's correct. You've made it your life's goal to go and shoot an incredibly endangered species.
That literally just wants to avoid humans, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's the same
literally just
exact
chilling,
yeah. It's the
doing
same
ape
exact
stuff.
vibe. You are correct. Also, I just want to say, whoever turned him into a slug, thank you.
Yeah.
Because some of the stories don't make sense if he wasn't a person. Some of the SCPs we actually have wouldn't make sense if he hadn't been human at some point. Though he was
Yeah.
at some point, I'm
Well,
positive.
yeah. Well,
But
I think that's like beyond doubt. He thinks
Yeah.
he's still human.
yeah,
Everything in his collection would have had to have been gathered by a human.
and I am just so glad he's not human anymore. Whoever did that to that magical person, thank you. Thank you. We'll probably never find out who did that in the SCP universe, but I'm still grateful.
Granted, it's impossible to know because infinite cannons.
True.
Yeah, also the fact is, he's probably pissed off so many people.
Oh, he pissed off the 1000 race, for sure.
And
You seem to be
remember
missing the
what he
explorers.
did to the people in the world with the, the disc world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went there before the modern SE people did. When there were still a lot of living people there, he did
Yeah.
not leave a good print.
Also, I forgot the stories, but he also pissed off the people from Alagata and the Fey realm.
Mm.
That's not surprising.
Maybe the Fey realm is how he ended up as a slug.
Actually, yeah, that's a solid theory.
They turned him into a furry.
No, they might have
Well,
turned him
not a
into a
furry.
slug. Why would they want him to be one of them?
Yeah, fair
That's
enough.
lucky.
Lucky.
We're just gonna forget that I said that.
Anyways, finishing the video in 3, 2, 1.
Spirit. When I scaled the Himalayas in search of the monks of the Golden Mountain, did I worry about what others had said about them? Of course not. I went and found out for myself. Climbed those mountains with my own 2 hands. Dr. Wilson paused for a while before continuing. You do realize that you're a sea slug, right? Good heavens, boy. Have you been drinking? That's utterly ridiculous. If you can't be bothered to be sensible, I have no reason to speak with you. Go get yourself a nice cup of tea and sober up. What did you think about that SCP?
His British
test?
voice is
Leave your comments
terrible.
below.
I dread the fact that we can't really give this a super bad rating.
Yeah. Removal of character / license. What?
Removal of character / license. They didn't put the author, so that's one. Otherwise, everything's there.
Yeah. Altered / added gore or violence.
Nah, 0.
Yeah. You agree with that, Jerry?
Yeah.
Deviates from the plot of the article.
I guess its blood would probably be a slimy. Nah, 0.
I think it's a slight one because while they didn't deviate from the plot, it feels like a deviation when they have this weird hallucination of human him on and off. Maybe that's not worth a 1. I just
Yeah,
feel like it needs to go somewhere. It's not removal of character. It's not added or altered gore, but it is altering some part of the plot somewhere.
I thought you were going to bring up
I,
how they went up and down a little bit with the article.
Well, they did, but I don't really care about
that's not
that.
enough. The core info is still there. Honestly, I don't feel that they actually deviated in any substantive amount. Like, they kept depicting him in his human form, but he thinks he is in a human form.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, I just read it as them wanting to depict him as a human,
Yeah.
rather than showing a wiggling slug the entirety
You
of
know
the
what? That's
story.
fair.
Alright, only minute of video / offensiveness.
How do we judge this?
Well, they didn't show off any of his racism, really.
Well,
That's
But
true.
neither does the article.
well, yeah.
Yeah, it's more just like you have to
It's
have a
hints.
slight
It's magical hints everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you have the slightest recollection of this section of the history, you'll know
Mhm.
that there's some very harsh racial undertones,
Oh,
but
yeah.
nothing too overt,
So,
especially
wait.
not to a casual audience.
I hated the video, but I also hate that it got a good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
The highest one we got in a while.
Yeah, and hell, they actually depicted an indigenous, like an
Yeah.
indigenous person of color. Like, at the very least, I feel reasonably respectfully. They
Yeah.
obviously didn't choose from any actual like distinct tribe, but they depicted them as a human, at least.
So, out of curiosity, do you guys want to do 096 or save it for next week?
My head's fucking killing me. So you can guess. I would prefer that we save it.
Alright. Gotcha. Also, even though they most likely used the way back version of the 096 back then, I will have the one we have now, in case they, go back and forth between them somehow. Yeah. Alright.
Oh shit. and I'll say we should obviously read the current version, and like before the video, like compare and contrast the old and
Yeah.
new versions.
Yeah. Alright. 3, 2, 1. I am deleting everything I don't need. Alright, ending Zoom.
Like you said, ending Zoom.
Ending
Ending the
Zoom,
Zoom
bitches.
call.
Wait, she didn't say ending Zoom?
Ow.
No.
I just kind of accepted she said that. It's Erin.
You.
Oh
What do
no,
you
no,
expect me to say?
flagfish. I hate them flagfish. Anyway,
What's a flagfish?
I was saying lagfish. I'm playing
Oh,
Hades.
lag. Okay, sorry.
There's like little fish that I forget their actual name, but whenever they show up, they come in really big groups, so they lag the shit out of the game.
Well,
So I call them lagfish.
I got curious to see if there was a flagfish, and I am not disappointed.
That does not surprise me if there's a fish called a flagfish.
Yeah.
Let me look that up.
Look at that fish.
Derna, do you have any last words for stream?
Let me open that. Open that. That is a very good fish.
Apparently, they eat algae.
That's not too surprising. I'll look that up. Flagfish. What actually are you, my friend? It's a species of pupfish.
Ah.
The fish that makes your game lag?
No.
Oh,
Pup. I'm just like. I'm just looking at like the flagfish.
Anyways, while we're waiting for Derna's last words, if they're still here, um, Charity, you got any last words for stream?
uh, um, uh, I enjoy spending time with both of you. Accept my awkwardness as my last word night things.
I see. Hatch, do you got any last words for stream?
The flagfish normally occurs in shallow, well-vegetated freshwater habitats, such as backwaters, marshes, canals, and ditches, but it has occasionally been recorded in slightly brackish water. The flagfish is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the species of fish which lays the fewest eggs. A female will lay 20 eggs over a period of a few days. They have a courtship display in which the female encourages the male to chase her by nipping him. After that, they face each other with the female swimming backwards. The male then backflips. After the eggs are laid, the male guards them, attacking fish which stray too close. However, the male may also eat his own eggs or offspring. Other sources say that this species shows no parental care.
God.
This species is omnivorous. It is a micropredator feeding on small invertebrates and zooplankton. but it will also feed on algae and other plant material. They're often used to naturally color hair hair algae in suitable aquariums as or no not color naturally control hair algae in suitable aquariums as they are one of the only fish to consume it in an impactful volume.
So,
This has been me reading the section Habitat and Biology from the English Wikipedia.org/wiki/flagfish.
I
Oh my
would
god.
like to comment that they sound very confused on how a fish works for a fish they can watch a lot. Like, we watch them do this thing, we know how they have kids together, and then we aren't sure if the male is there to protect the eggs, or if he wants to eat them, or if he doesn't care and he's just lagging around. My guess is that he is trying to protect them, but also fish get hungry, so if he's not well fed, he might start eating them.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, also, uh, there's one thing I am gonna say for my last words. I did plan to do reading horror stories this month. It's just that all the good horror stories I'm finding is just, like, really great, except they're so fucking long, it's like one stream worth. So what I'm
Uh,
thinking is, I'll just record them on my own, which means the stream days that I would this month do horror stories, it'll be replaced. One will be indie horror game because I uh, indie horror game I wanted to really play came out. I'm gonna play the shit out of that. And
mm,
and the other days will be analog horror, which Jiro joined me for.
I see.
Yeah, but basically,
Before, oh,
huh?
go ahead.
I was also gonna say, next week, uh, we're actually gonna be dealing with three popular SCPs. We're gonna do 096, 966 Sleep Killers, and 049.
Yeah.
I will simply say, if there's someone hearing my words that would nip me and then swim backwards to wait for me to do a backflip, uh, call me, I guess.
Oh my god.
Hey, Festus.
Yeah, anyways, thank you, Noddles. I'll be streaming again until Friday where we do, Groups of Interest tier listing for an international division. And, Saturday we'll be redoing the repo stream that happened yesterday. As long as everything goes well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sunday will be the indie horror. Well, yeah, and Sunday will be the
Festus.
indie horror game. And Monday and Wednesday will be analog horror, and Tuesday and Thursday will be the Quantiform and tier listing again as usual. And then I guess it'll be Friday, which will be the Gartic Phone slash Scriblio. So yeah. I just said the rest of the streams of the month. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was about to say, why are we, what, this feels a little excessive.
Yeah, oh well. Anyways, we're rating Karma Pandora. They're a person from the same Twitch group I'm a part of. They're spicy. So be kind to them. You're only allowed to annoy the fuck out of Hatchet, my co-host, like I always say.
Sorry,
Anyways,
was I supposed to respond there? I'm fighting a king rat and it's trying to kill me.
I just imagine you're actually in real life fighting King right after saying that.
I'm fucking I'm fucking I'm just imagining an awful picture of a guy like taking boxing gloves, and like you see like a whole training arc, and he steps in the ring and he's just fucking punching a normal sized rat with boxing gloves.
Anyways, see you later, Danger Noddles, and lung cancer.
The fuck?